How are you? Nice to see you. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Same old stuff, man.
Do we sound different, Terry? We're on super delay now.
Super delay.
Did you hear about super delay?
No.
We got bonus delay, yes.
We do?
Yes,
All the delay you can handle.
Because we have more swear words per capita than any other radio show in the history of the medium. They put us on bonus delay.
Bonus delay.
Wow, well, that's kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Never been on bonus delay before.
Double dip.
Double dip.
On delay, because not only do we have a delay here in the studio, but now both Wild 94.9 in their studio has an 8-second delay, and Q93 in Seattle has an 8-second delay, so we're on bonus delay. There's so many swear words going around in this program. Jeez. Yesterday, they counted, how many times did we have to dump yesterday? About 6, 7, 8, 9 times?
Yeah.
And that only counts me. I haven't even talked about the callers yet.
I know.
That they've installed a second delay.
Good.
Yeah, because apparently an F word went over the air in one of the two cities yesterday.
It's not good.
So if I go, I got 15 seconds to run in my car and hear it?
That's right.
Wow.
You might be able to slide down the pole to the garage and make it in time. That's pretty cool. Yes.
That is pretty exciting.
The caller said the F word yesterday, and it had nothing to do with the bonus delay solving the problem. It was just that the one delay we had wasn't working.
Well, they need to make sure that works.
But why the need for bonus delay?
Well,
just make the first delay work. Everything's fine.
They're just covering their behindies.
Yes.
Bonus covering of their behindies.
Yeah.
Bonus behind.
It is one of those days today. It's the National Coming Out Day today.
Well, that's very exciting.
Cover
So
your
something you want
behind.
to tell us? Is that right?
No, I'm just saying.
Cover your behind. You never know if your coworker is going to creep up behind you and say, I'm gay. Bam.
Happy coming out day.
Bam, huh?
Bam.
I'm gay and I'm halfway in. All right. Very nice. I better hit the delay on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's very exciting to be here.
Yeah.
You're right. In my non-fitting clothing. But
Are you uncomfortable in the non-fitting clothing?
here's the issue with my life.
Okay.
Amongst many. Is the delay working? Good.
Uh-oh.
I've lost 20 pounds to 180, Terry.
Right.
I'm 180 pounds now.
Right.
And the problem with my life is I'm between sizes. I'm not an extra large and I'm not a large.
You're a heifer?
I'm a heifer.
Heifer.
Yes.
Half-sized. So
Well,
you're
I
a
don't-
large and a half.
Where do they make heifers?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Is there a size between large and extra large? Because I
No.
feel uncomfortable.
Now, maybe you
I
should
bought this shirt yesterday. It doesn't even fit.
well, it doesn't look like it doesn't fit, by the way. But, maybe
Just
they should come
agree
out.
with me, or I'm going to start swearing up a storm to the point where no delay is going to be able to hold it.
All right, it looks like crap.
Okay, thank you so much.
180, isn't that like a medium?
Now I feel better. 180 is not a medium when you're as rock solid as I am.
Okay. You're like waif, though, right? At 180?
Mm-hmm.
I just can't even imagine
He
that.
doesn't-
That's why
he
I'm
has
thinking.
no
That's why I
way.
think
I
that.
got really long arms. I got to reach around all the parts of me that, I don't know. Anyhow, and also on top of that, I left the email of the day in my car.
Oh, dang it.
The
Well,
team
just
is-
send Vinny down.
Emailed it. Well, he's not. He hasn't. His fingerprints won't be recognized by my car.
That's right. That's right. You
Just
got a
made
new
that up.
one.
more or less.
I forgot.
And I have 16 seconds to get it and make it like it never happened.
Right.
So everything will be fine here.
Oh, good.
The shirt
Woo.
doesn't fit me, by the way, and especially after I wash it. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is it an extra large? I'll take it.
It's a large.
Oh, okay.
Don't front like you wear extra large, by the way.
You don't wear extra large.
I do wear extra large.
You are a bonus extra large.
I am not.
Problem, you wear extra large, but you probably shouldn't.
I probably should, but I'm not going to buy new things in the event I lose
Man,
weight.
If my clothes fit me like Kilbreth, I'd really be in shambles. It's just a nightmare. His shirts barely cover his belly button. It's just sad. He wears half shirts around the office. Doesn't realize everyone's staring at him, saying, "Hey, it's the dead of winter."
Maybe you wouldn't see my ring.
What's that now?
Your belly button ring.
Your belly button ring, yes. Well, at least his pants cover his hood ring, so everything's okay. All right. It'll all be fine. I'll go down.
Right. It'll all work out.
I take the time to read through all these emails at home.
Wow. Yeah.
Pick
which
just
is-
the right one for the email of the day. I hope I even brought it. It may not even be in my car for all I
Oh,
know.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Then it's pasty
And I don't need
to the house.
I don't need Vinny rifling through my weed, Terry. Bad idea. There's no weed in my car, officer. Anyhow, everything will be fine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course it will.
Okay.
Always works out.
If you say so. Should be an interesting day.
Yeah.
With bonus delay.
Double dump.
I will allow Stephen that time then. Yes.
T-Man.
He tried to pork me.
New couple alert.
Nick Lachey's former gal pal, Kim Kardashian, has a new high-profile beau.
Oh, she's hot.
MTV's Wild and Out King, Nick Cannon.
Oh, yes.
Really? I can't recall. I can't really place her.
Well, I can.
Oh.
I can place her right here, baby.
Alrighty. Well,
Right there.
Nick Cannon's not a bad get.
Oh, is that what you said?
MTV's Wild and Out King, Nick Cannon. The new issue of Us Weekly magazine breaks the news. The two have known each other for years, but the romance ignited in mid-September. And that's tonight's couples news.
Nick Cannon doesn't have quite the dork factor that Nick Lachey had?
No, he's
Huh.
by far much cooler.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, does Nick Lachey think to himself, I know he's well past Kim Kardashian. That was last year.
Right.
But still, it's an ex-girlfriend. They probably had sex.
more than likely, yeah.
Yes, that's right. And I wonder if there's a moment of pause that he has where he thinks to himself, oh, man, why did she need to go from me to a black guy? Or does that not ever register? Does that moment of pause happen for Nick Lachey, thinking to himself, wow, that's a little bit interesting. She went from me, about as white and dorky as they come,
Right.
to a black dude. Is that not registered? Does it? Yes or no? Be honest. What do you think? What does your gut tell you?
It probably
It registers
does.
for at least a second.
At least
and he
a
has
second.
to think to himself, I wonder why she had to do that.
Right.
I wonder what I did that led her to make that decision.
Right.
And what conclusions does he come up with? He's got
like,
nothing.
Like I said, he's,
When you've been to Dorksville, you must...
you got to
You have
climb
to-
out of somewhere.
Well, no, you got to, compensate really hard by going to the other side,
Oh,
Terry,
sure,
of
absolutely.
Dorksville. And you said you think Nick
Nick
Cannon
is
is
very
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, he's very hip. Wild and Out is really. I mean, it's a real good show and stuff.
All right.
So he's doing really well. In fact, I think he's
What is he,
contracted.
about 24 years old?
How about that?
Was Nick Lachey about 31?
And he's 33.
He's 30
Yeah.
something.
33.
Yeah.
So she's
Yikes.
she's downsized in age.
Yeah?
About a decade.
Is she around?
She's around 25, 26.
Is she okay?
I would think, maybe a little younger.
Oh wow.
Well, it's cool to, you got to take Nick Lachey right when he gets divorced, That's probably what she was thinking, too.
Is that right?
I could have Jessica's man.
Oh. And then she
part of it is that.
realized
I mean,
after a couple
she-
weeks, I don't want Jessica's man.
Yeah, I mean, she ran through him. That was it,
Ah,
You're
you're
done.
Stephen
Yeah.
speaking for all women. It's
Yeah,
really wonderful.
yeah.
Yes, he
She's playing
really
that.
understands the mind of a 23-year-old woman.
I think I do, yeah.
Oh, it's good to know. Good to have you on the program for that reason.
So what's she thinking now with Nick?
Yeah, what is she thinking now with Nick Cannon, Stephen?
Finally, I've found someone.
Is that right? How about I think that I shouldn't be able to trust anything you say because you have no clue?
Well, you could think that if you want.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. What else is going on in the world, Terry?
We gave our thoughts.
We gave our thoughts.
Stephen gave bonus thoughts.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
According to the National Enquirer, it looks like Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi are planning to get married next June in California.
It's very exciting.
Supposedly, she's
Is
going
this all? Is everything this morning just going to be gay news because it's National Coming Out Day? Is that what you're focusing on this morning?
No, not necessarily.
You're going to talk
But
about
I
the
mean,
Wham reunion tour next?
How great is that?
Oh, very exciting. Yes.
Even the backup singers. Pepsi and-
Now we can get a contribution from Steve.
Andrew Ridgely and everything? He's
They-
coming
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
Wow.
They can get George Michael out of the public restroom long enough. They can go on tour
They can wake him up.
before he goes.
Yeah.
I've already bought my disguise for the concert.
Very exciting.
Also, Star Tabloid is reporting.
I'll tell you this, because it is
What?
National Coming Out Day, sorry to interrupt here. I saw that face you made that tells me very clearly that you don't like being interrupted like that. But I really don't care. I'll tell you this. It being National Coming Out Day is important information, Terry.
Right.
So you'll see in a second that it's good that I interrupted you.
Okay.
It being National Coming Out Day, I'm not sure that this is going to happen, but if someone out there in the listening audience, be you in the Bay Area, be you in Seattle, if you feel like today's the day that you feel the safety in numbers to come out and announce your gayness, and you'd like us to call your parents and break the news to them, we'd be happy to do so.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, not really happy to do so, but we'll do so.
That's a nice service that we're offering,
We
right?
won't be sad or angry to do so. We'll be fine in doing so, but I don't know what we'll be, but we'll do it for you.
All right.
That's a nice.
That's right.
Somebody will need
We'll
that.
break it to your parents. We'll figure out how downsize a little portion of the will that you get. We'll work that out. And we'll see how that all works out. I doubt we'll get a call like that, but just to
You
make
never know.
sure that people know that that's available to them.
All right.
If you want to use us as the buffer between you and your parents, because that's one of the hardest moments that someone who's hiding in the closet must be feeling, Terry, to tell their parents about it all, because ordinarily I would imagine the closet hider would be one that was kind of feeling their parents wouldn't be so embracing and accepting it, right?
Right.
So we can be there for you. And we can also get you Wham! Reunion tour tickets.
Yes.
That's part of the deal. That's
Right.
fine.
That is part of the deal.
Willing to do it then.
What if there's like a man who needs to tell his wife?
His wife, yeah. That's
Or a
good.
wife that needs to tell her husband.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yes. If you are a husband with at least 3 kids that would like to tell your wife that all the while that I've been making kids, and banging, and doing everything that a good husband typically does with you, I've been as gay as they come. If you would like that to happen, where we break that to your wife, 1-866-663-TMAM.
I wasn't really in the bowling league on Tuesdays.
Went to the
Touching
bathroom.
another kind of ball instead.
Yes.
I apologize for that.
Don't you ever wonder why I could never break 100 when we went bowling? Anyhow.
Well, and also for the ladies.
I'm just saying that's available on National Coming Out Day. Are you sure this is National Coming Out?
Yes.
Is there really such a thing?
Yes.
Maybe you're just
I just
selling me a
told-
bill of goods on this National Coming Out Day. That really exists? That's today?
October 11th, which is today. National Coming Out Day. It commemorates October 11th, 1987, when about 500,000 people marched on Washington, D.C. for gay and lesbian rights.
Has George Bush acknowledged that today is National Coming Out Day?
Probably not.
Uh-huh. Well, if our president and commander-in-chief, Terry, is not ready to acknowledge such a holiday,
Yes.
well, then I'm not sure that it really is such.
Well, really, who cares about him and whether or not?
It's a strong statement, Terry.
Wow, Terry.
As long as you're ready to be investigated for
Well, I think it's
Homeland Security, that's
she's
fine with me.
willing
You
to
can
make
make
the
all the statements you want.
an individual thing, damn it.
Okay. There it is. Terry Free has laid down the law. In her mind, and in all your minds, it should be considered National Coming Out Day. Yes. Oh,
man.
hello! All right. Whatever. Take it down. Very nice. What else? What else is going on, Terry?
I had started to tell you about Star Tabloid. They're reporting.
Oh, yeah,
this-
that I rudely interrupted you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that was pretty wrong of me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Hey, what if your parents think you're gay and you want to tell them you're straight?
I'm coming in.
Wow.
Stevie can
No
call his
song
mom.
for
I'm
that.
not gay.
Oh, Stephen, I know. It's okay.
She's figured that out by now.
Right?
Okay, just checking.
Just figured out that you're not gay?
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know.
Really?
Because you have a kid, right, and a wife.
I would think so. That's
Stephen has double beard.
yeah, double beard.
Right.
You were pretty excited about the Wham! Reunion tour, though.
Well,
That was genuine excitement.
Yes, it was.
He goes,
I'm just surprised that they
that
found
was-
Andrew Ridgely.
That
That's
was
exciting.
reflex excitement. I don't know who Andrew Ridgely is.
His
He's the
partner,
other guy.
The other guy.
Oh, it's only 2 guys in Wham?
Well, and then the backup singers.
Yeah.
Well, they don't count.
Well, no, but apparently
Those
they're
two were
coming
on the
along.
cover of the album.
Yeah, they were on the cover.
I thought Wham was like at least 4 guys. But
No, it's George Michael and Andrew.
that's really gay. Anyway, what else were you saying now?
Star Tabloid says that
Before we later, Eddie.
Paris Hilton supposedly has gotten a restraining order against Shayna Moakler.
Well, now that's gay. Shayna Moakler is such a threat to Paris Hilton, such a threat to
Well-
anybody that they have to get a restraining order against a, what, 110-pound blonde?
Well, she's probably what? She's a little bit taller. A little
You
bit,
have to get a restraining order against a 110-pound slinky blonde? That's as sad as it gets.
yeah.
What is Shayna Moakler going to do? Is Shayna Moakler like a thug blonde or something? I don't think
But-
so.
But she's not afraid to throw down, and that's obvious because she already beat her down.
She's not afraid to throw down against Paris Hilton because what is Paris Hilton going to do? Even if she doesn't catch her right with the right cross that she threw in the club, is Paris Hilton going to all of a sudden start plowing and punching and wailing away on her? No.
Right.
You have
That's
no
true.
risk when you go and punch Paris Hilton.
True.
You have a risk when you go up and punch some thug that if you don't catch him just right and lay him out,
Yeah.
that you could be in big trouble. You go and throw against Paris Hilton, you miss, or you just graze her, big deal.
Well, but you have Stavros backing her up, so that's what you have
Well,
to be
now
afraid
you're
of.
talking. Paris Hilton got a restraining order against Shayna Moakler.
Yes.
Shayna Moakler once in the day was a Miss America contestant, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're rough. Those ladies are tough.
Well, remember, she was married to Travis Barker, so she's got a, dirty side.
Any woman whose goal is to wear a tiara, Terry, should never have to have a restraining order against them.
I know.
Are you kidding?
I'm
It's usually the
serious.
moms of the pageant girls that'll kill you. That's the one you got to worry about.
Man. So that's official.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton has filed for a restraining order against Shayna Moakler.
She's
And Shayna Moakler still is denying that she even punched her.
Oh, I know that.
Which nobody believes.
Right. Well, and of course, and part of the reason for the restraining order, which, because of the supposed alleged punch or whatever, Paris and Travis were seen recently kissing and touching and,
Yes, I understand. But
canoodling.
If Paris was lucky, Shayna Moakler would have connected flush on her jaw, would have broken that damn jaw, and then she could have done a duet with Kanye West through the wire, too.
Well, yeah.
And actually made a go of her musical career.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking his jaw was the best thing that ever happened to Kanye West. Look at him now. Cover time. Hated by everyone in the hip-hop community all of a sudden.
Yeah, great.
Because he's such a mainstream star now. That is success.
Mm-hmm.
Getting restraining orders against nobody. Not even 50 Cent, who hates him. That's what it's about, Terry.
Yeah.
It's not about getting restraining orders against Shayna stupid Moakler. She's gonna hurt me. Whatever. Yes, Schwager.
Hello, T.
Hello, Schwager.
Oh, today's the day.
Steven, get it up for today.
There's a bigger chance of me being a Star Wars fan.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I
That
think
didn't seem like such a long shot, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
But all right, so you're not ready to use today as a day where you can pole vault yourself to freedom.
Well, first of all, I'm not going to even do that in my entire lifetime.
Okay, never coming out.
Never.
It's going to go to the grave. They're going to bury him in a closet.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Schwager.
My mom's been going through my trash.
Mm-hmm. So she's living in your apartment is what you're saying.
There's no other place for her to be right now.
Okay.
Some would say that that's, a good son.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in his case, even though he's...
As a son, we have to take your mom in, Terry, because she has no place to turn in the world because she's such the drug addict type... Well, I hate to say this in plain terms, Schwager, but loser that she is. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a lot of pressure on a son.
It is.
Thank you for the call, Schwager.
Well, she's always been there for him, so.
Matthew?
No, she
Yes.
hasn't. She didn't...
Is there anything you want to say on her behalf, maybe in her defense, after I just called her a drug addict loser?
Well, she doesn't do drugs. I've made sure of that.
She's not doing drugs.
She's just she's just bipolar.
How do you make sure she doesn't take drugs when you're not there?
Well, that's very simple. I know she has no money.
So she's been rifling through the trash.
Yes.
She's been going through the trash, going through... What is she going to find in there besides empty soup cans and used beet rags?
Wow!
This doesn't sound too advantageous.
I mean,
You're
what,
trash.
what is she expecting to find in the trash that's going to do her any good?
Oh, $1,000 check you forgot to cash.
The
Yes.
only thing in my trash is probably salad packets and... Salad packets.
All right, that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
Why is it significant? Why are you bringing up the fact that she's going through your trash? Why is this an issue?
Well, I just find it weird and creepy that anybody would go through somebody else's trash, especially when you're living with
Well,
that
did you
person.
ask her what she's expecting to find, of value, or why she's going through your trash, period? What is she doing?
I asked her. She said, well, I just did it.
She said, I just did it.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, fine. Why did you do it?
And she said,
What were you hoping to find? What was your goal? What was
I was just trying to figure out what the heck is going through a person's mind to go through somebody else's waste.
Okay, she's going through her son's trash. Is she trying to find information on you? Is she trying to find any valuables, something she can trade as far as getting a couple of bucks? Or what was her goal? I'm still confused.
That's the thing. I don't know why she was going through it, but I just find it an invasion of privacy. You shouldn't go through another person's trash.
Well, then don't have your mom come in your house.
Also an invasion of privacy.
Your mom comes and lives with you. She's going to get nosy. Moms think they have that right when they're in the proximity of their kids, that they can be nosy. So when you open the door to her, you open the door to this. Do you understand me? Now, I'm just wondering, again, was she going to the trash for information, maybe to try to throw him a little surprise coming out day party?
Maybe.
Or was she trying to find a couple of things worth a few nickels that she could buy herself a piece of a sandwich?
It was probably that. She was maybe hoping that he's got something.
Which do you think? She was looking for a couple of things of value or what?
I don't know. That's the thing. She wouldn't tell me.
Was she, like, right in the bottom part of the trash?
No. See, she told me she went through it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch her. She told me she did.
She said, I went through your trash.
Yes.
And the follow-up question that I could see coming to mind is why?
Yeah, good
Yes.
And then she said,
I just did.
and you said again, why? And she
just went back
said,
to sleep.
It was noon.
that's quite the conversation you guys had there.
Actually, it was this morning.
Jeez.
Well, where is she now?
Asleep.
All right, well, wake her up and ask her.
I'm at school already.
Already?
I always get to school around 6 o'clock in the morning.
If people were going through my trash, I probably would too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right.
And I won't be getting home tonight until about 9 o'clock. I have work.
Wow.
What do you do for work again?
I'm the SKTV supervisor.
That's right. Okay, very good. Very
Well, at least
exciting
he's
day.
working.
Very exciting day in store for Matthew W. Schwager.
And I bought 4 tests.
20-year-old virgin college student extraordinaire.
Yes.
Any girls that you've been, like, following around the little community college there or no?
Yeah, I'm just going to go up to a girl and say, I want to be your boy toy.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Well, that might not be a bad idea for him.
That was not my question, but Terry thinks that is probably the best move you can make these days.
Right.
Is there any girls that are on your radar screen at all as far as, man, I mean, that get it going for you or get you excited about going to a certain class? Is there any girls of interest? Are you interested in any girls?
There's no material here. I mean, either they're already hooked up or ain't no way.
But even, he's full of BS when he says that, because even if there were any girls that were at least, that he was interested in,
Right.
he wouldn't even talk to them anyway.
Why
So
do you
what's
consider all the
point?
girls that don't have boyfriends ain't no way? Why do you have that the conclusion?
Well, there's just people that don't look good here.
Oh, ain't no way for that reason. Not ain't no way that they would go out with you. Ain't no way you would go out with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, you got a lot of standards for a guy who's never kissed a girl.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now. For a guy who's never had a girlfriend, you have a lot of high standards, Schwager.
Well, if I'm going to go out with somebody,
How many girls would you estimate are on your campus there, on your low community college campus? How many girls show up every day, would you say, approximately?
Approximately, there's over 2,000.
2,000 girls.
Wow.
And all of them are ain't no ways or have boyfriends.
Yes.
Every last one.
There's not one that doesn't have a boyfriend that you would consider going out with.
Well, see, there's a little. Okay, there's.
He's never going to get laid in his
some
life.
elimination.
No, I know that.
Never going to get laid in his life.
But see, he uses that excuse of hooked up or ain't no way
You're
because
gonna-
he's afraid.
I wonder how many people die virgins, but I guarantee you Schwager will be one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And so will Pasty.
Fine, if that makes you feel better. If that makes you feel better,
pace
you
you on.
may or may not be right. I have a lot more faith and hope in him than I do in you.
Why? Because he has the.
Even though you are 10 years younger than him, I have a lot more faith that he will get laid over the next 10 years. I have to give it 10 years, Terry.
Okay.
Over the next 10 years than you will over the next 50.
Wait, thanks.
No, you don't want it. You want it less than he does, and that's saying a lot.
No. Look. I'm trying to find. Look, if I'm going to find someone, I want to find someone that I can actually like, that I can understand, somebody that I'm not going to get bored with after a week.
Oh, my gosh.
You took-
He has no idea.
You took 2,000 girls and ruled them all out for no reason.
Look, I'm not going to go in
You're
for like a.
never getting laid. Repeat after me. I.
Nye. I'm not going to repeat after you.
Why? Might as well just get it over with right now. It'll take all the pressure off you in life. Maybe you'll actually be productive in some other way. Repeat after me.
I'm going to have sex once I get married.
But he's got to find the right girl that won't get,
That is such a sad
drive
thought.
him to boredom and blah, 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 blah.
I'm gonna get laid after I get married.
Yes, I'm gonna score with that bitch.
On what planet?
Okay.
Gosh.
We all know I'm not a very religious type, but I'm just not going to have sex until I get married, okay? Is that
So-
too hard to believe?
So when you're 50, 60 years old,
Is that too hard to believe?
so really
No,
you'd
that's
be
fine,
better.
but you're not even interested in it.
Yeah, but you actually
It's okay to go on dates and like hold hands.
Yeah.
And,
How are you
be
gonna get
social.
married if you don't talk to girls, you don't go on dates, you don't be social with any women, you just run away from them at top speed? How are you gonna
I
ever?
do not run away from women.
You do too.
All right, whatever. You know what? Let's not go around in circles all morning with you. You're never getting laid. You're never getting married.
Right.
I'm getting married.
All right.
Oh, she likes it or not.
He's already got the place booked.
She's on order right now.
I'm not.
What kind of girl are you going to get married to and ultimately have sex with, do you imagine? If you have a visual of what she's like, tell us. Share with us.
She's about 5'9",
Oh, geez.
black hair.
5'9" black hair. It's pretty
Black
specific.
hair?
Yes, go ahead. Big muscles. Go ahead. 5'9" black hair, yes.
He has to.
Intelligent, at least from the Western Washington area.
Intelligent, at least, what?
at least from the Western Washington area.
She has to be a girl within a range where you live. Go ahead.
Somebody that can actually bring up a good argument. I mean, I like an intelligent...
He wants to have a good fight every night with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what married people do.
Well, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't want to have a boring life when I get married.
All right, 5'9", and just ready to yell every night.
Okay, thanks for the date. Hey, what do you think about abortion?
Black hair and ready to be fighting smartly. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He needs a smart girl so he can stop saying birthday.
Shut up.
Sounds like a match made in heaven. Good luck. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, you have the dark hair, you really are bright, and you fight very well, but you're only 5'8", so I'm sorry.
Oh, bummer.
Such a weirdo. You're a weirdo!
I'm not a weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo.
I think that was his sign that he's coming out.
Although we have people from the Bay Area right now not knowing any better,
Yeah?
calling, wondering if they can have Schwager's number. Believe me, they must not know
I
any
have
better.
the perfect girl for him.
Uh-oh, she's
yeah,
got
not
the
her, of
perfect...
course,
Yeah, not her, but my friend.
Maria in San Jose wants a crack at Schwager, whatever his
No, my friend.
Oh, your friend.
For
The
my
fat friend.
Ugly Betty.
Yeah.
Ugly.
This is for my friend.
All right, what's Big Bertha's number?
She is 5'9". She is so pretty. Yes. And
Yes.
this is the type of girl and the type of guy that she's been looking for.
Yes, but her hair's only brown, so not going to happen.
She is 5'9". She has brown hair.
Brown
She has
hair?
nice-
So that's not going to cut it.
He wants...
He
black.
has to have
green
black hair.
eyes.
I don't think he
She
knows
has
the
green,
difference.
blue eyes.
Dark.
He knows the difference. He's got it so pinpointed that I'll never find this girl.
He wants Elvira.
That's
How
it.
much you want to bet?
That's
I'll bet on
his
that.
M.O.
How much you want to bet?
Get to test
Try
things.
out this dump button here. Did that work?
Looks like it.
The double dump.
Oh, jeez.
Actually
that sounded
worked,
good.
yeah.
Oh,
What was that? What did I hear there?
some kind of feedback.
She said the F word. We had to try out our new delay system, and I heard myself in delay. What was that all
I don't
about?
know either.
Creepy.
Is that my fault?
Was that your fault?
Well, because I pushed this button. Did that?
Oh, yeah. That's what we heard.
Why are you
All right.
pushing that button?
Well, I didn't know you could hear that.
Stay
That's
out of
weird.
stuff.
Well, I'm just seeing if it worked.
You're just going to be the dad of a Schwager. That's all it comes down to.
The T-Man.
Former American Idol runner-up Bo Bice is recovering from surgery tonight.
The singer underwent emergency intestinal surgery in Nashville last Thursday.
Right.
His publicist, though, says he's still in the hospital and should fully recover.
Oh, phew.
Oh, that's good.
Terry, I was tossing and turning, and now I can relax. Okay.
Doctors believe Bice has an intestinal condition and may have had it since he was born. I guess it normally affects kids.
Kind of nasty. Have an intestinal condition in your into your 20s that you've had from birth and really never address it.
Well,
That's got to be like, it can't be very attractive to be around. I'm sorry.
That spicy tap water.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't take it.
My palate, my stomach, it just can't absorb
Oh,
tap water. Yes.
oh, air gives me gas.
That just got to be just raunchy to be around. I'm sorry. Take care of your conditions, would you please? You had to become like a pseudo-celebrity for a couple of seconds to
Sure.
take care of his intestinal condition?
Yes,
Health insurance wouldn't cover his bad bowel or what?
I
You
guess
may
not.
not know you have it.
Well, that's even more nasty than anything.
When you don't know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would think you would
My
know.
tummy hurts again today, and I don't know why.
Who goes through life like
When's he
that?
going to
Who
take
goes
care of
through
that?
life like that? Exactly. Go
said-
get yourself checked out, would you please?
Take care of that awful hair of his, too, by the way.
Okay.
Normally affects kids, and he's had to cancel a lot of performances.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, my
His
God.
fan was very upset
Performances.
that he had to cancel a number of his performances. But lucky enough for his fan, they'll be happy to know that he's going to make a full recovery, so says the newscast. So there you go, Bo Bice.
Yay.
His intestinal condition has been addressed
Finally.
and taken care of. His hair condition
Oh,
still
boy.
gone without treatment.
He'll be back at Dollywood performing before you know it.
Right. Now, speaking of Dollywood, what a segue. We have a bill to pull in the
right.
next couple of minutes, Terrence.
Got it.
It is exactly 7 o'clock as we speak right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday we paid a bill. Last week we had an unbelievable success rate of paying people's bills. We've been doing it now for weeks. We will continue on all through the fall. into the winter, Terry.
Wow, really?
Well, we got a lot of bills to pay. Have you seen the size of this
No,
hopper?
I know
See how many
that.
bills are lying in this hopper right here?
Are we going to try and take care of all those bills?
I don't know if that's possible. But as many as humanly possible is the way to go here.
All right.
And there's still time. There's never a moment where you have to say to yourself, well, I'm too late. No, you can send in your bill today, have it picked tomorrow.
Right.
Whoa.
All you got to do is go to the Wild 94.9 website or the Cube 93 website and send in your bill. Or go to the T-Man in the Morning Show website at www.thetmanshow.com.
There you go.
And you may be hearing your bill pulled in a matter of hours after you fax it in. That's how it works around here, baby. Now, what do you have over there? What stories can you give us before I have to pull a bill and do other business needs this morning? What do you have?
Well, Paul Wall is launching a new line of low-cost grills.
Wow.
For, quote, kids and people who want to shine but don't have pockets as deep as Nelly's.
Well, you got it, Terry. But Paul Wall's up against a lot here because as popular as his grills become, he'll never be as successful as George Foreman. Now, that guy's just entrenched as far as when I think hamburger, I think George Foreman. Come
Absolutely.
on. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, these grills are going to cost about $50 to $75
Wow,
per
that is
tooth.
low cost.
Yeah,
that's
per
important
tooth.
because,
Yeah,
Terry, I don't know if you've been to the South lately, but if you go to the South and you're not, you're completely out of step. You just don't fit in if you don't have a grill.
Yeah.
Gotta have a grill.
I understand that.
Now, 5 to 10 years from now, there may come a point where people look back and go, that was the most ridiculous trend I've ever seen in my life. I don't know who started it. Some guy named Paul Wall, I think, or I don't know how it all began. Flavor Flav, somebody got it going. But how the hell were people walking around with that in their mouth?
Yeah.
But right now, I guess it's as big as ever, right?
Yeah.
It's not fading.
No, not anytime soon.
Fan the Pooh had his grill in and at Summer Jam, right? You don't have the guts to wear it every day. I wish you would.
It's only for special occasion.
How many choices do you have? How many options do you have? You only have one or what?
Yeah, I only got one.
Okay.
How many teeth are covered?
I have a full set.
Get to a mic. Is every tooth covered in your one set or what?
I have what they're called tops.
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 Yeah,
Yes.
So I have a full set of tops.
Yes. And how often will you wear it? Not enough.
Not that often. Yeah.
When you go and do DJ,
like major events where a lot of pictures are being taken.
if you're doing a night in the club, are you wearing it or not?
No.
Ah, it's a shame.
For like a major concert, like a Boo Bomb or something, I'd wear the grill.
You would.
Yes.
Absolutely. Everybody brings out their grills then.
He's kind of backhanded. He's kind of suggesting in a little backhanded, in a little subtle kind of way that he wants to go to Boo Bomb, Terry. You picking up on
Yes,
that?
I did.
He's letting you know that he's got
Very
the grill
subtle.
shined up and he's ready for action.
For big major events.
Yes.
Because that is a big major event.
One of the biggest of the year.
Yep,
No doubt about it.
absolutely.
And Vinny the Pooh is ready to shine up the grill and make it happen.
It's
Yes,
ready.
he is.
Okay. It's already ready.
It's ready.
It's sitting in its little case.
That's right. Took
All
it out as soon as I
shined
heard
up.
about it and shined it up.
All right, there it is.
Tops are ready.
Okay. So now there's low-cost grills available?
Yes, and they're
Fair
made of gold, so that's good. It's better than the platinum and diamond grills.
It's an expensive way to cook a hamburger.
Yeah.
Bill here. Let's see what I got here today. Oh, look at this.
What do you
We
got?
go to Vallejo, California, Terry. Valley Joe to you and me.
All righty.
And it looks like Colleen Garvey has sent in her Victoria's Secret bill. Pictures. They make a hell of a grill at Victoria's Secret, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret bill. What the hell's on here? Let's take a look. It's for $376.35.
Wow, she's buying a lot of braziers.
Colleen needs to be impressing someone out there, obviously. To be going to the Victoria's Secret in Sacramento, it looks like.
Yes.
Oh.
With a credit limit of $920.
Whoa, girl.
And available credit only now $543.65. I don't know how that math works out, but that's what it says here. She went to the Victoria's Secret in Sacramento
Dang.
and charged $376.35 worth of stuff.
About to
Nice.
get some tonight.
Let's see what's on the itemized purchases here. I have a couple here that she's made in the past month. She bought the Wow to Wowie adjustable cleavage bra.
Wow to wowie.
Oh, Terry, some can
Wow.
just wow. Some can't cross the hurdle of wowie.
Right.
But she can do both now with the adjustable cleavage bra that she bought for $29.50.
So when she goes to work, it's just wow. But when she goes out, she's wowie. Wowie!
Oh, I'm adjusting that knob right up to lots of cleavage.
Tighten it up.
That's how it works.
She's an Angel VIP, by the way.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Her Angel VIP reward points are standing currently at 113.
Oh, she does a lot of purchasing.
Is that a lot?
Colleen Garvey, who has 30 minutes, by the way, to call back to have us pay all of her Victoria's Secret bill. She earned 54 VIP Angel points just this month, Terry.
Wow.
That's right. She redeemed 0 points.
She's
She had
banking them.
She had 113 previous points and earned 54 this month for a grand total now of 167 total VIP Angel points.
Wow.
You're on your way.
Just in time
I think
for the holidays.
That gets her all in line for a free edible underwear or something.
Something.
Get the knife and fork.
Right.
Wow. And Stephen has already found her on my sheet.
My God,
Dirty
Steven.
bastard.
I know this because he sent a link to Pasty Dave, who printed out a picture of Colleen Garvey for me that's sitting right in my right hand right now.
Steven, you're sick.
You should be a
How is
private
that
investigator.
sick?
You are sick.
And
It's pretty easy. It's not difficult.
And I'll tell you what, Colleen Garvey certainly should be using her VIP Angel points on that edible underwear, Terry.
Really?
Good on her.
Oh, she's very cute.
Yes.
Victoria's Secret loves the edible underwear, I'm sure.
Do you think you're plugging down $376.35 worth of Victoria's Secret items if you're not looking cute?
Right. No, I agree. You're right. You're right.
Man,
All right. If you're 300 pounds, you're spending that at Costco.
please.
And I do.
You're already on Colleen Garvey's
Jeez.
MySpace. Any other pictures that need to be printed out? I only got one in front of me.
Yeah,
There's only one?
She's not private, is she?
Oh, by the
No,
way, she also bought pink panties
Oh.
yeah.
at a discount price
Oh,
for
okay.
$53. Wow. Must be more than one panty,
Yeah.
right?
No, not
Probably.
necessarily. I don't know. Probably pretty
probably.
expensive.
Really?
I'm sure she got at least 2 pink panties
Probably.
for $53 and what is it? It's hard to read. It's a bad fax. $53.88, it looks like. Whoa. That gets you 2, right?
Yeah, it could be a little, because pink is their little line that's real popular. You know, with the little sweats that say pink on the
Yeah, I'll
rear
pretend
end.
like I don't know, Terry.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Thanks for telling me. I had no idea the pink underwear was so...
You're looking at the catalog, you know.
Yes. And that's all it says. That's all.
Wow.
She returned something for $40.
Are you serious?
Oh, man. Patty's not going to work anymore.
I don't know exactly what Victoria's Secret's return policy is, but I just ask them this. Please make it tough. All right?
I think...
Don't let anything kind of like a Nordstrom of the world or a Macy's, and don't make it as easy to return things as those department stores.
No, I think it's like
Please.
30 days.
There should be a little inspector number 49 sniffing back in the, behind the register to make sure this item is really able to be returned.
Not a great gig.
Inspector 49 comes out and says, no way. I don't think so.
Yeah. You see all
You own this one, baby.
You see the hair inside of my nose all melted? Yeah. Not going to work.
$40 was returned this past month.
Wow.
What am I hearing in the background? What is that? I mean, it sounds like it's coming from your studio, Stephen.
From mine?
Yes.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
I hear another radio show going on in the distance. What the hell is going on in this new studio of ours?
They're just working out the kinks.
Well, that's a pretty big kink, I would think.
Yeah, I know.
It's more than a kink.
Just annoying, man.
Maybe there's speakers on outside your studio, Stephen, or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't hear it as much anymore now. What did you do? You know, you're just causing more harm than anything around here.
I'm causing harm?
Yes. Just dragging it down, man.
I think it was from, I navigated away from her website, and I think her website has a song on it, is my guess.
I wasn't hearing a song. I was hearing people talking.
Well, there's some sort of sound coming from her website, is my guess.
Whatever, man.
Sound from her website.
And now Kelly's in here. Hi.
That's because
$376.35, and Colleen Garvey's Victoria's Secret bill will be paid in full. That's right. We pay for your underwear. If you call back in 30 minutes or less, 1-866-663-T-Man. Shop away. Woo-hoo! And the T-Man is buying. Your bras are on the T-Man. How about that?
The T-Man Show.
Both Kenny's dad and I were in Scouts for years.
Was your dad in Scouts, Carmen? Oh, yeah, you don't have a dad.
Georgia's runaway bride is running to court. Jennifer Wilbanks faked her own kidnapping last year, just days before her own wedding.
Right, remember that bug-eyed runaway bride, Terry, that instead of just backing out of the marriage, she had to, make up some story about how she was kidnapped and call her family, acting like she was being held against her will?
Yes.
And then she returns home, admits what she did, and her husband, what was going to be her husband, her fiance, stands by her and says he'd still marry her.
Yes.
Now she's suing him.
That's great.
Shows where you get when you stand by some deranged bitch.
Well,
I mean, we all think about that on our wedding day. We just don't do it.
Right. On the way to the wedding, yes.
oh my God.
And then during the vows, I wonder if I could take my own kidnapping right now.
Wow.
Every day when I go home.
And now she's suing him for $500,000 from what I read. Is that
Yes, that is
Let me
correct.
play the rest of
She's
it.
suing her ex-fiancé for $500,000.
That's right.
She claims he jilted her out of the profits from a tell-all book deal. Wilbanks disappeared for 4 days.
Well, that's his tell-all book deal. What he writes in his tell-all book deal, I'm sure he did all the writing. Yes, he's very bright. What he has in his tell-all book deal is his thoughts. Why should she get half the money for that?
Well, I think they both did it or something because it was put into some kind of joint account.
Screw her.
Yeah.
Crazy wench. If he was the crazy bitch wench, Terry, then she should get all the money. That's just the way it goes.
Right.
Man, she's lucky she's not in jail for life.
Well, she's on probation or something like that, right?
Oh, not enough.
Yeah, not enough.
Now I'm going to read the T-Man email of the day, Terry. And
Just turn on his lightsaber.
I will ask you to give me one quick story before I do, because this email of the day may require a little bit of time, as always, as usual. Yes, go ahead.
Well, two gentlemen robbed a McDonald's, but they were only after the cups with the Monopoly game pieces on them.
Is the Monopoly game back?
It is back.
How long has it been back now? A couple weeks?
I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks, yeah.
It's a frenzy. It's craze.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a phenomenon.
Yes.
Gots to get Boardwalk.
Yeah, you do.
How many
It's
Boardwalk
worth
pieces do they have? Like one or two
one,
or what?
I believe one.
One in the whole world?
Well, I'm not sure.
On planet Earth, there's one Boardwalk game piece. And what's the grand prize for Boardwalk? Is that the big one, Boardwalk and Park Place?
Boardwalk's not the big one anymore.
What's the big one?
Short line, one of the railroads.
Short line?
Oh, yeah.
So there's one short line railroad game piece.
One boardwalk, one short line.
So what does Boardwalk get you?
$1 million.
And what is Shoreline?
$5 million.
There's only one Boardwalk and it's just $1 million?
Yep.
So someone out there is going to win $5 million by getting the railroad.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be a cousin of an employee, but somebody is going to get $5 million in this game. It's just a matter of time, and the race is on.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Find, what is it? It's called Short Line?
Short line, yeah. The odds of Boardwalk is $468 million, by the way. 1 in $468 million.
Well, that seems reasonable.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Just buy lots of sodas.
I'll just go out and get a Big Mac today and have it done right there.
Or you could do what these gentlemen did, which, we don't condone it by any means.
Right.
But the two of them busted into a McDonald's in Indiana, Pennsylvania, and they announced that hey, we're going to rob this joint. But they didn't go.
I love that announcement.
Yeah, they didn't go after the cash register. No, instead, they went for the stack of cups with Monopoly game pieces on them.
Well, that could be a $5 million heist for all we know.
Yeah, that is true.
It
Luckily,
could be a small fry heist.
Yeah, more than likely.
But
free Big Mac.
It's kind of cool to do this robbery roulette where you don't exactly know what you've robbed the place for.
Yeah.
You go home after your robbery and you start peeling game pieces and go, cool. Look what we won.
Cookies.
Anyway, the employees tackled them and waited for the police.
No, you don't let
to
them
come.
get away with the stack of cups, Jerry.
Absolutely
That's your
not.
cousin's game piece.
That's right.
Wow, that's how crazy the McDonald's game is right now.
It is.
$5 million prize.
Right.
And two dudes walk into a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, which has been in the news a couple of times in the past week or two. Two dudes walk in, armed or not armed?
Let's see. It doesn't say that they were armed.
I don't think you got to be armed to steal a stack of cups. But they
No.
announce this is a robbery. They have no interest in the cash register. They go right for the game pieces.
Yeah, the odds of short line, they say, are 1 in 47 billion.
Wow. Now that sounds very likely. And
a lot of fries.
The more cups you steal, the more you have a shot at getting short line.
Okay, now your odds are 147 billion.
That's a robbery! Oh, geez, damn, just a McFlurry. Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Still worth it.
Yes.
Well, at least you have a lot of food or whatever.
Stand back! I know the likelihood is I'm just going to get an apple pie out of this, but I'm hoping for a lot more. And they didn't make it even out the door.
No,
It's hard to make a great escape with a big stack of cups trying to get through the doorway, Terry.
Right.
Doing a balancing act on the way out the door, trying to carry these cups.
Not the easiest getaway in the world. That really happened? You're not making that up?
I am not making it up.
Oh, damn it. I wish you were making it up. That'd be kind of cool. It's a true story.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And employees tackled them?
They did. Waited for the police to come.
If the robbers had gone for the cash register, they wouldn't have tackled them.
No, they would have
No, they're trying to get our game pieces? What?
I love the Monopoly game. There's something really addictive about it.
Oh, the Monopoly game can't get any better than that. Why do you think it comes back 5 times a year?
Yeah, it's great.
Why do you think it's been going on now for what, about 20 years?
I have a game board at home.
Right. Trust me, more people are playing Monopoly is McDonald's Monopoly than the regular Monopoly, that's for sure.
And they've even revamped that to make it more.
You don't have to have the embarrassing moment where you're the little thimble in the
right.
McDonald's Monopoly game.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, here now, today's T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
The following person is entitled to a ludicrous CD. We haven't run out of those, right? Not many people who become emails of the day, Terry, have claimed their prizes. They want to remain anonymous, and I understand that, but they are very much entitled if they become the email of the day. If you hear your email and you can prove it was yours, and we know ways that it can be verified, we will send you a CD.
Oh, goody.
I mean, I know it's not an apple pie, but please. Dear Mr. T-Man, sir. This is an interesting one, Terry.
Oh, okay.
My girlfriend is real chill. Not the controlling or possessive type I've heard about the past few days on your program. But how do I get her to stop asking if she can go to the strip clubs with me? She thinks because she's cool with letting me go, that means she should get to go with me once in a while. How can I get her to shut up about that without upsetting her or hurting her feelings? When I go to strip clubs with my boys, all I want is some big, fat, hooker, whore, skanky milkers pressed up against my face. And the last thing I need is my girlfriend staring at me when that's happening. Can you help me to get her to stop? Sign, John Riley.
Oh, John Riley does not want his girlfriend going with him anywhere.
John Riley, more than happy to give us his first and last name. Maybe he's going to be one of those people, Terry, that actually claims his CD.
Maybe so.
Hey, I'm John Riley.
Come on, John Riley.
I have about 18,000 John Rileys being sent CDs today. But no, we have a way to verify if you are, in fact, the John Riley.
Right.
Not living the life of Riley these days.
This is just another example, Terry, how nothing ruins your tall boy more than the thoughts of your own girlfriend or wife. And, Terry, a lot of people have that argument of, well, my boyfriend loves the fact that I'm willing to go to strip clubs with him, and he loves me going with him. Bull. I doubt it. For those guys who actually do love their girlfriends going to strip clubs, that's even worse than your wife or girlfriend telling you that you can't go to strip clubs.
Well, isn't
because you're more whipped, you're more ruled, you're more dominated by your girlfriend, who you take with you to the strip club. If you're doing that, then those that tell you can't go, because those that tell you can't go, you just say, sure, no problem, I don't need to go anyway, and then you just go.
But isn't the argument for the girlfriend going that, hey, you know, we can do a little threesome with maybe one of the strippers?
There ain't no threesomes happening at strip clubs, Terry, like that. If you want to take it home after hours, that's fine. But
that's what I'm saying.
Those situations really develop. The bottom line is, I couldn't agree. This is why I probably chose this email as the email of the day. Okay. And I think I've mentioned this before. I couldn't agree with this emailer of the day. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
I couldn't agree with him more because there's absolutely no place for girls who aren't working in the strip club, Terry. Unless you're working, you have no business being in the strip club if you're a woman. End of story. You want to get a job? Fine. If you don't, stay home. Even when it's not my girlfriend, even when I'm in a strip club and there's a girl across the room with some guy, it's obnoxious, Terry. It's annoying. And that girl, she's uncomfortable because she has to overcompensate by being loud and giggly and just overly dripping with obnoxiousness. I don't need that. I don't need that in my strip club. All right? And don't give me this crap that you're bisexual. I don't care.
Jeez.
Doesn't help.
What if she's just trying to, figure out what is so fun about it? What is so
There's
cool
nothing
about
fun
it?
about it. It's a horrible environment. We love it. Leave us alone.
Well, that's it. Why do you love it so much?
That's for us to know, and you'll never understand no matter how many times you go to the strip club. All right? Stay away. If you're not working, you have no business being there. Stay out.
Well, then...
Oh, no, I'm the cool girlfriend that goes with his boyfriend. No, you're not the cool girlfriend. You're lame.
Well, can they make it for men only?
They should. They absolutely should.
Why don't they then?
I wish they would, because I can't tell you how many times I've been in a strip club, Terry, with my sweatpants with the hole in it, all ready to go. And I see across the way, or even worse, nearby where I'm sitting, I see somebody's girlfriend and them, some guy with his girlfriend, talking too loud and just making too much of a big deal out of it. And I'm begging for the over-steroid-filled bouncer to come over with his buddy and grab her by the hands and the feet and swing her 3 times, throw her up in the air about 15 feet in the air, and throw her right in the gravel parking lot. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Stay out of strip clubs. Go to your own strip clubs. Go see Mr. Dick.
See, that's the thing.
Mr. Dick.
That is the thing. It is strange because
it's happening more and more.
But male strip clubs are not, where you see Mr. Dick or whatever you want to call him, is not as attractive for some reason for women as.
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why all of a sudden going with your boyfriend to the regular strip club. That's the regular strip club as far as I'm concerned. The girl-oriented strip club, I don't know what the hell you call that. But that's fine. Go to your girl, but the regular strip club, more and more women are going.
Right.
That's got to be stopped. It's worlds colliding, Terry. There's too many places these days where worlds are colliding.
Maybe they should...
And it must stop. Thank you, John Riley. I couldn't agree more. And there really is only one way to tell your girlfriend that she's not allowed to go to the strip club with you. And that's loudly. Tell her the way it is. And tell her it has no real effect on how much you may or may not be into her or love her, if that is the case.
What if you go ahead and do all that, and next thing you know, she says, fine, whatever.
You can get a new one. It's only a girlfriend, Terry.
Yeah.
And even if it's a wife, you get a new one. You don't need an over-obnoxious girlfriend who thinks she's entitled or thinks she's so... it's
a free world. I can do whatever I want.
Such the cool girlfriend. I go to the strip clubs with my boyfriend. Shut up! Shut up and die!
And die. Wow.
She's bugging me. Definitely cheating on her this weekend.
It's her fault. Those are the women that definitely need to be cheated on, Terry.
Any excuse to justify it.
Unbelievable.
Jeez.
This has gone on too long. I can't go into a strip club anymore these days. Not that I'm going regular, Terry. But I can't. If I was to be a regular strip club goer these days, I wouldn't be able to go. These days, very rarely would I be able to go without some dude's girlfriend, if not many dudes' girlfriends with them there. It's sad. Don't think you're all cool and have a cool girlfriend because you're sitting there in the strip club with her because you're lame.
Well, then, yeah.
I'm talking to the guys now.
Yeah,
you're
that's
lame.
what I was going to say. You're going to have to get on them because they're the ones who allow it, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it's not necessarily the girlfriend's fault.
I'm not so sure that they're allowing it. I'm almost thinking that these guys have no choice but don't realize it. But deep inside, they know they have no choice. And that is worse than having a girlfriend or wife that tells you, no, I don't like you going to strip clubs. You're not going. Because then you just tell those women, no problem. I'll never go. Well, then you go where you want.
And then when she finds out that you went...
How is she going to find out?
Well, you just never know.
Unless the neighbor lady is from down the street, is in the strip club with her husband, she's never going to find out. And that's becoming more and more likely because more and more women are showing up in the strip clubs that aren't working. Very nicely put, John Riley. When I go to the strip clubs with my boys, all I want is some big, fat, hooker whores, skanky milkers pressed up against my face. And the last thing I need is my girlfriend staring at me when that happens. When that's happening.
That's nice.
Can you help me to get her to stop?
That is nice.
Well, I hope I am helping you to get her to stop, John Riley. Because, John Riley, you're entitled to this time.
Riley.
And she's entitled to her time, if she so chooses, to go to the Thunder from Down Under and have a blast of sensational moments of her own.
I'm going to be the cool boyfriend. I'm going to go to Thunder Down Under.
Why don't they just combine?
How are there no cool boyfriends so interested in being sitting there and being all rah-rah like?
Awesome.
Because that's what the girls do. That's what the girlfriends do when they go to the strip club with they're almost like cheerleaders.
But then...
Yeah, do it to my boyfriend. Yeah, I'm such the cool girlfriend, aren't I? Yeah, hi.
Yeah, that guy Lance, he really works out.
That's because it's more acceptable. It's a bigger turn on to have 2 girls and 1 guy than it is to have 2 guys and 1 girl, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's why.
The question here is, can't the opposite sexes just have their own activities and everyone just be fine with it? All right, I have my activities, you have your activities, and there are some activities where you just don't belong.
Wow.
You have the kitchen.
You have the pots, you have the pans. I'm not messing with them.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Did I say you're not allowed to go to your all-male reviews? Whatever that does for you?
But there are none.
Seeing overly greased-up guys that are all gay anyway. Go enjoy.
There are none because there's no market for it.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That you know, for whatever reason, there is no market for it, and so it's more. Women have more interest, it seems, to go see.
Well, that's
got to
stop. It's going to stop. I'm going to make sure it stops. It's out of control, and it must stop today. It starts today. It ends tomorrow. This stopping procedure. No more boyfriends. No more husbands out there allowing their girlfriends to go to strip clubs with them. Because if it's not annoying you, and I know it probably is, even though you're not telling her this, it's annoying everyone else in there. It's sad. All we want to see is the girls who are on the job. They're big, fat hooker whore milkers.
Oh, yeah, the biggest. I love the smell of bad body spray and cigarettes.
Yes.
Bring it on.
It's very appealing.
I think if everybody felt that way, there'd be like a revolt, though, and they would stop allowing women to come in.
All it takes, all it takes for this revolt that you speak of is me to get the ball rolling, because I know the way it is.
Roll the ball, T-Man.
I know the way men are thinking, and they are exactly like me. They don't want to see some dude with his girlfriend in the strip club.
She probably knows my girlfriend. All girls know each other.
Tim in San Francisco, hello.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's a real easy answer. You just don't tell her that you're going. Because, I mean, that's the time that guys go out.
There's only so many excuses a guy could come up with, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, if you do have a girlfriend that's cool about it, that's a nice thing. That's a nice luxury to have a girlfriend that doesn't mind that you're going to the strip club.
Right.
You know, she knows not to be threatened by it. She knows it's not really any kind of signal to how much of a committed boyfriend you are. If anything, it allows you to be a more loyal boyfriend than you ordinarily would be.
Does it?
Because you get out all your alternative little interests.
Really?
With other women without actually crossing the line of cheating, Jerry. It could. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. I'm not saying that for a guy who's inclined to cheat, it will eliminate his interest in cheating. But it could drain it to some degree. But like a bad boil. It lands as a hole in your interest in cheating.
But some women would say that, you know, a lap dance to them is violating the relationship.
Well, that's just absurd.
Because you have those who, you know, they don't want some woman grinding on their man.
And that's why it's a catch-22. It's a good kind of thing that John Riley has a girlfriend that overall is cool about him going. Because she's confident enough, overconfident as a matter of fact, that she wants to go, but confident enough to realize that this is not a threat to her relationship. It doesn't in any way reflect on their relationship.
No, is she cool with him going alone, you think?
She's cool with him going alone sometimes, it says here, but she thinks that because she's cool about it, that entitles her to go every once in a while. Well, forget that! Anything else, Tim?
No, you know, it's just that, I mean, my girlfriend was cool with me going to the strip clubs with my friends, and I made the mistake of letting her come with me.
Right.
And And that, she had no idea what kind of scene it is when you go into these clubs.
And you realize what an awkward experience it was as soon as you walked through the door, right or wrong?
No, right.
Yes.
But see,
I don't think women know what goes on there.
right,
Most of them.
and there you go.
It's
That's the
cool.
reason why so many are interested in going. It is a curiosity. And granted, some of them who probably, with the boyfriends or the husbands who say, okay, fine, go, it'll eliminate the curiosity.
Right.
And maybe it does.
But those women who are horrified by what they see try to act like they're not. And as I said, they get overly loud to compensate with their uncomfortableness. And it just becomes just a ridiculous scene, Terry. And I don't need ridiculous scenes that aren't necessary in the strip club when I just want my standard, typical strip club moments. All right? Am I entitled to that or what?
Guess you feel
Keep
you are,
coming up
sure.
with good excuses, man.
Yeah, the bottom line is, I guess the answer to this all is, as Tim said, we just shouldn't tell, because we're not violating anything. We just shouldn't tell any woman that we're committed to in any kind of relationship. I almost said ridiculous. Any kind of relationship that we're in, we just shouldn't tell them that we're going. And we have to keep coming up with excuse after excuse, which is the hard part of it, because you run out of excuses.
You don't usually get glitter on your face picking up milk at 7-Eleven.
That's right. And then eventually, because of your excuses, excuses that become more and more ridiculous, and all this time you spend away from her, you get accused of cheating when you're not. You're not cheating when you go to the strip club. Marquise. Good morning, Marquise.
Milkers instead of milk, maybe.
See the kid on the back of that carton.
Like chocolate milkers.
Yes, Marquise.
Well, it's definitely can work in dude's favor. She's always not going to stop asking him to go to the strip club, so what he could do is say, agree to it one night, as long as she pays for the titties in his face all night.
No, that's not good enough. She's going to pay. That's really embarrassing.
When your girlfriend...
Just see my girlfriend for the $20.
Yeah, weird.
Sad as that, man. Have a little dignity in the strip club, would you please? With the hole in your sweatpants.
Wow.
Dignity.
You want dignity when you walk in like that?
Terry, there's, believe it or not, a fine line to walk where you can have dignity and still have a hole in your sweatpants and go in the strip club.
So when the girlfriend says, and why are you wearing the sweatpants with a hole in them, honey?
It's very comfortable. And I'm just going to 7-Eleven, so don't worry about it. Sarah, good morning. Sarah wants to tell us that her boyfriend asks her to go with her all the time to the strip club.
Really?
Yes, well, he's just a tool. Sarah, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Go
Good
ahead.
morning.
And I'm not so sure that he's so dying as he makes it seem to go with her, but whatever. Go ahead, Sarah. Yes, what do you want to say?
No, I want to know how to get him to go with me. He won't go with me.
Mm-hmm. You hear the
He's
sound of her
never been
voice?
to
The
one.
typical voice that you hear for the girl in the strip club.
It really is.
Oh, she's hot. Don't you want a lap dance from her? Shut up!
See, I'll even buy him one.
Yes, very generous of you. You're such the cool girlfriend
No,
that
I'm not
nobody
cool.
wants.
I think it'd be a turn on.
Well, maybe you are turned on. I'm not saying that some women out there wouldn't be turned on by seeing that. There are some women that wouldn't be the majority of women, but some women would be turned on by watching some big, fat milker strippers pressed up against their boyfriend's face. But that doesn't,
I wouldn't mind one myself.
that doesn't give you justification for going to a strip club. I don't care, Sarah, if you're bisexual either. Doesn't work. None of these things you're throwing at me make it so that you're entitled to walk into a strip club. They should ban women.
Well,
that's what it's going to take. Trust me, they don't know their clientele like I know their clientele.
Right.
I know their clientele better than the owners of these strip clubs know their clientele. They should ban women that aren't working from strip clubs. It's killing it.
And they haven't backed down in Augusta, Georgia at the Masters. Why back down with the strip clubs?
It's killing it. And it's worse in California than anywhere, I'll tell you that. When I went down to L.A., and I happened to stroll into the Spearman Rhino, Terry.
Just happened.
There were more girlfriends there with their boyfriends than any place I've ever been.
Really?
It was sad. I took the first plane home. Michelle, yes, Michelle from San Francisco goes to strip clubs all the time with her boyfriend.
See, there you
Isn't
go.
that lovely? What a bond that they have. Yes. Go ahead, Michelle. What would you like to say?
No, I don't go with him. I
Oh.
go with my friends.
And
a group of girls going together
Yes.
to
I'm sure they're so complimentary of all the strippers there, too. Yes, it's a very comfortable environment.
That girl looks pregnant.
okay, let me just tell you, I have friends that are strippers, and they actually prefer when females go in there.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Because
sure. Whatever. I don't even care if that's true.
Well, I can understand why they would.
It's not about them. All right? They're just working. They're trying to make ends meet. Okay? It's not about what they want.
Yeah.
You're not doing them any favors. All filled with frustration, Terry.
Do they do that in the strip club?
Well,
if you have on the neon green bikini and the clear heels, why wouldn't you?
And the whole of the sweatpants.
Yeah. It's all good.
That's called the VIP room. You're a very important person.
Oh.
Wayne in San Francisco, hello.
Hey, it's Dwayne in Oakland. What's
Oh,
up?
it's Dwayne. Okay.
Yeah.
It says Wayne in San Francisco, but it's Dwayne from Oakland. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Yes, Dwayne. What can we do for you?
Hey, man, you supposed to take your girl to the strip club every chance you get.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because most times couples and women get in for half price or free anyway.
Lord.
It's a financial thing
You know what?
now.
Be willing to go to the strip club and forego some cash, would you please?
Yes, save $5, yes.
What do you want to start putting coupons in the mail for you? You want to start clipping out the penny saver to go to the strip club? Have some dignity. Spend your last buck. Be willing.
Yeah, most strip clubs hand out tons of tickets to get in anyway.
It's not about savings.
They don't make money on the cover charge.
And you can say, well, it's easy for you to say now, T-Man. Even before, Terry, when I was making $5 an hour, working at the Ponderosa, when I was a Domino's driver, I still was willing to spend my last buck and I wasn't looking for coupons. Sad. Is it Naya from Pittsburgh? Is your name Naya? What's your name?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Naya.
Good morning, Naya.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. I've been better, but that's usually the case. What can we do for you?
I want to comment on the topic, and I feel like T-Man is a bit jealous because when the women go to the strip club, they show more attention to the women, and that's ruining your fantasy.
Right. I'm jealous of a lot of things, that is true. I'm a very jealous man by nature. However, this one is not one of those cases.
Is that right?
That's
Have
exactly
you ever tried
right.
to bring your woman there? Is that what it is? Maybe your woman
I would never! My woman happens to be one of those women that doesn't let me go, Terry.
Right.
Well, at least that's the way she portrays it. I think she knows I'm going and looks the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we don't have to discuss it.
Right.
But if I would rather her be that way. I'm so much happier that she's that way, as opposed to one of these girlfriends that, like John Riley has.
Take me.
It's more than okay that you go to the strip club. I just want to go once in a while with you. Have some fun. Yeah. It's not about fun.
Then what's
very serious in there?
All business.
Is that what it's all about?
That's right.
All business? What kind of business are you doing?
You want fun? Let's play backgammon.
Basically,
a lot of fun.
Basically an extension of the Elks Club. No big deal.
Right. That's going on in the Elks Club? Jeez.
My gosh, I'm just jealous. Whatever.
Oh,
I'll be more than happy to make you a list of things that I'm jealous of. It runs deep. But I'm not jealous, believe me. I have nothing but bad feelings for any guy who's got one of these obnoxious girlfriends that thinks she's so super cool because she allows her boyfriend to go to the strip club and wants to go with him. And then gets all sickeningly loud and obnoxious when she's there, ruining it for everyone and not even realizing it. Sad state of affairs. And it ends today. Look at your watches. Mark the time. 7:49 on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. The ball is rolling. The balls are rolling. Where they belong. In the hands of the professionals and not the little giggly girls. And they're not all giggly, Terry.
Right.
Some lay back and look like they're all cool. All right, I got to take a break. So
I'll see you there at noon today.
Yeah.
Got you all worked up, huh?
Not that I leave when I see these situations today, but
Right.
I just don't need it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Man Show.
Hey, does this suit make me look fat? No. Your face does.
And another thing, Terry.
What?
And another thing, Terry. Yeah, I like it, right, whatever. Anyway, and another thing, Terry.
Yes.
Before we move on with the subject. Right. And another thing, Terry. Oh, I wish. That guy's girlfriend is staring at me now. For all these guys out there that think the other dudes in the strip club, for all these guys out there that think all the other dudes in the strip club think that you're like cool because you were able to bring your girlfriend to the strip club, you can forget it. All they are doing is hating you, man.
Really?
Yeah. You're ruining my tall boy. Anything that ruins a man's tall boy is a reason to hate.
Yeah.
Okay?
The painkillers do that plenty.
It's all about worlds colliding. Let's please eliminate as much as possible the worlds colliding, especially worlds colliding that ruin our tall boy. All right? Now, let me reread the email, and then I'll get back to the phones, and then we'll move on with this, because it doesn't need to be discussed that much longer. As much as everyone wants to give their 2 cents on this, we've said all that needs to be said, and today is the day that it begins, the revolution, to end this hysteria.
It's a revolt.
To end this hysteria, this craze of bringing the girlfriends to the strip clubs. It's picking up in momentum, but today it stops dead in its tracks. Dear Mr. T-Man, sir, my girlfriend is real chill, not the controlling or possessive type I've heard over the past few days on your program. But how do I get her to stop asking me if she can go to the strip clubs with me? She thinks because she's cool with letting me go, that means she should get to go with me once in a while. How can I get her to just shut up about that without getting her upset or hurting her feelings? I understand where he's coming from. There's no need to hurt a woman's feelings. It doesn't need to be hurt, Terry.
Right.
Women's feelings are very important to do your best to not hurt if you can help it.
Wow, that's nice of you to...
It's very nice of me to say it.
Yeah, that is.
Same with a man. Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes women can't help hurting the man's feelings, Terry. Maybe he deserves it. Goes both ways. And so do some of these women that go with their boyfriends to the strip clubs. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Then he goes on to say the emailer of the day says it best here when he writes, when I go to the strip clubs with my boys, all I want to do is... Wait, let me start this over because I'm not reading it exactly how he wrote it. When I go to the strip clubs with my boys, all I want is some big, fat, hooker whores, skanky milkers pressed up against my face.
Wow.
And the last thing I need is my girlfriend staring at me when that's happening. Can you help me to get her to stop? Signed, John Riley. Well, I hope I'm doing that for you and more, John Riley. Because I'm trying to get a movement started that has these strip clubs come to their senses and not allow women that aren't working to enter the premises. Or at least have, you know how they have a coat check in most clubs, Terry? Have a girlfriend check room. Or a wife check room. That if you want to bring your wife, she has to stay. It's like a wife or a girlfriend daycare. You check your wife, your girlfriend, you get a little ticket.
She can't with a number on
it. She can't see what's going on from that room, but she can hang out with all the other women that are the big busybody types, and they can all hang out together and talk about how lame their men are. And then you get them when you're leaving the place.
You have to tip the guy?
You have to. Yeah, we're more than willing to tip for watching.
Number 37 flashes. Your wife's acting up. You're going to need to help it.
That's right.
Then you get in the car. You forgot your wife.
If your wife's acting up, you have to do what needs to be done. Take her home.
So bad.
And give her a good scolding on the way home, and then make her pay for what you missed out on when you get home.
Never pull my pants up now.
Everybody knows number 37 is your wife, and then embarrassing.
Yes. God, you guys are so wrong.
Oh, I thought this ticket said 37. Thank heavens, it's 87. Cool. That's yeah. You have the crazy-ass wife. Go get her home, you stupid idiot.
Thank you, bad eyesight.
Yes. Katie is on the line. Good morning, Katie. How can we be of help to you this morning?
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I have a comment on the whole strip club thing. I think girls should stay at home because girls are vicious and they like talk bad about other girls there. So if
Yeah, and they think it's okay. They always do that, by the way, Terry.
Well,
The girlfriends that go with their boyfriends to strip clubs, they don't say it loud enough, obviously, so the strippers can hear.
Right.
But they say it so people... I mean, strip clubs are a tight place a lot of times. There are a lot of dudes in these places. I don't know if you've been to one recently.
No, I have not, never.
And dudes are sitting by all other kinds of dudes, and if they're with their girlfriends, it makes it that much worse to be sitting that close. And you hear the comments that the girlfriends that go with the boyfriends are making. Like, she'll say something like, oh, she doesn't belong here.
Well, and then
Someone's not gonna be able to pay tuition this month.
But by the way, girls don't need that. I mean, need to be in a strip club for that. We are catty enough. We do it everywhere.
Good. I'm glad you acknowledge that.
So what difference does that make?
Because they're extra catty in the strip club. Because they're jealous for some reason. They're envious of these strippers because they desperately, deep inside, want to be it, but aren't able to pull the trigger on actually going ahead and becoming a person in that line of work. That's probably the real deep psychological reason for why they want to go with their boyfriends in the first place, because they really want to be the workers. But they don't have the ability to pull the trigger on it, because they're gutless.
Jeez. Gutless.
Well, obviously, I'm angry at these ladies that go to the strip clubs.
You
Terry.
are, very much
and I'm
so.
not going to be hiding it, as you can probably tell.
Gosh.
They don't belong there, and it stops today. Either that or the girlfriend coat room.
Well,
One
but,
of the
but
other.
it's not,
Take your pick.
again...
If you'd rather have the coat check, the bunt check room.
The bunt check.
If you'd rather have that room, Terry, then let me know, and I can arrange that.
That'd be cool. They could get together and, like, knit sweaters or something in the room.
But Katie's right. Why do these girlfriends have to go to the strip clubs with their men just to make snide comments about many a stripper in the room? Why?
Because
makes
I'll
them feel
tell you
better.
what, well, A, probably because of that, and B, because here we are, we're not understanding what it is about. You know, the strippers, or maybe some women, it is an insecurity because they're wondering, okay, you like the little nasty, nasty, skanky, whatever, milkers, whatever,
yes,
in your
yes,
face. What's wrong with my milkers? Are they not? You know what I'm saying?
They're fine. Can we move on with this conversation?
We love your
why
milkers.
would you rather have those
They're
skanky
fine.
milkers?
I committed myself to your milkers, or even for a married man, I married your milkers. Why isn't that enough for you?
Why do
I'm
you
not
need
marrying
more?
her milkers. I'm
Why
just
do you-
paying for them.
Then what? But why do you need to pay for those milkers when you got fine milkers here?
Because they're the same two milkers every night.
So
and they
what?
don't smell like bad body spray body odor.
I can just ask the stripper where she gets the bad body spray body stuff, and I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
If you can get them to smell like cheap body spray and sweat and cigarettes, then I'm good.
But then again, if we were to do that, you wouldn't be married to us because you don't marry your strippers.
Well, we don't want to marry our strippers. Not for any long-term period of time, anyway. Just for a night.
It's the same reason I see 400 pairs of shoes in my wife's closet.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with the ones you have? Those look fine to me.
Exactly. Wear them every day, and then you'll understand. If we can get you to wear the same pair of shoes every day, then we can get you to understand. It's amazing. You would think it's preposterous to wear the same pair of shoes every day, right?
Ain't happening.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like we're cheating. All right? What are you raising your hand for now?
Because it's interesting that you brought that up, because actually I have a stat for you.
I have callers waiting, Terry.
Well, no, this is a quick stat for you, okay?
On the subject?
On this subject.
Because actually, I'm ready to move off the subject. If you can find me a story, I'm ready to move on from this. I've said all I need to say, but I got all these women right now who are lined up that don't want to lose their ability to go to the strip clubs with their boyfriends or husbands that want to yell at me, Terry, because they know I could easily make progress with this movement. They know I can easily make progress, and I'm already doing so to get these women the hell out of there.
Well, let me just give you this stat, okay?
And they're feeling a little threatened right now. So I got women all through, filling the phone line saying, no, my boyfriend, my husband loves it when I go. Stop it. He doesn't love it. Trust me. He has no choice.
Let me give you the stat, okay?
If he does love it, he's, as I said, bigger freaking... Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
The stat is that 79% of women think it's cheating if a guy gets a lap dance at a strip club.
Well, that's just ridiculous. And that's all I have to say about that. That's just absurd. A lot of women out there and their perceptions are absurd, Terry, not to mention men and their perceptions. People are just warped with their decision-making and their breakdown of the way the world is. That is absolutely not true. 79% of women that think getting a lap dance is cheating are wrong. I mean, if you want to be honest, 40% of women out there think that a man who has anal sex with a woman that's not their wife is cheating, too. Whatever.
Gosh, people.
How about this stat? 41% of women think dancing too closely with another woman constitutes cheating as well.
Dancing too closely?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I'm just trying to think of a situation that'd be actually at a club dancing too closely with a woman.
You were thinking club, I was thinking wedding.
You were thinking at a wedding?
Yeah.
With your wife sitting there at a nearby table?
Yeah.
And the 4-year-old standing on your feet. Get away from that bitch.
I just don't see how that situation develops so quick. Maybe, you know, if you're in the club and
dancing.
Yeah, I just don't. But what's the point if you're not going to, like, take it out? If you're not going to take it elsewhere, you should be heading to the strip club.
30% thinking walking by a woman on the street is cheating.
No, but 36% of women do think that confiding in another woman is cheating.
A man confiding in a woman. If a man confides in another woman that's not their girlfriend or wife, that's cheating.
Yes.
So it's an emotional, what do they call that? They call that like...
something emotional.
Yeah.
Emotional connection.
An emotional affair.
Yeah.
That's a man having an emotional affair with a woman.
Yes.
So what's not cheating? What do we have to do? What do men have to do to convince their women out there that they're not cheating? We just have to look at the floor and go through our day?
Well, you can look and say hi, but, you know.
Beyond hi, there's nothing you can
leave
do.
it at that.
Jeez. Don't even look.
Sharing your emotions with a woman that's not your significant other is cheating. You can't even open up to a person. Well, she's a psychiatrist, honey. I pay her $100 an hour.
It's my mother.
Cheater!
My mother.
This is so sad. Vanessa is dying to talk this morning because she doesn't want to lose her ability to go to strip clubs with her husband. Yes, Vanessa?
Yes. Hi, good morning.
Vanessa knows that I'm threatening her way of life.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Vanessa, go ahead.
With you.
You disagree with me. I understand you disagree, but you're wrong. But go ahead.
Because I go to strip clubs sometimes with my husband, and
I'm
not
sure
all the
you
time.
do. I'm sure you do. Many women are, and it must stop. But go ahead, yes.
But I enjoy it, and he enjoys it, too.
I'm not doubting you enjoy it. I'm not saying that it's a very unenjoyable experience for these ladies. These ladies always look like they're enjoying themselves.
Sure.
But the men that are around you that are just trying to get a night's fun in are not enjoying you being there. So the fact
I'm
that
not going there for other people. I'm going there for myself.
I'm not saying that you have some kind of, you owe these other men something, but you, in fact, do because you're in their place.
But some women would say, like this woman might say that, you know, why are all the other men concerned about why she's there with her man? If they're so involved with the strippers there, they should be honed in on them.
It's a distraction, and it's in the perfect world, you would be right that we'd be so honed in, as you say, on the stripper that's got her fat milkers in our face that we wouldn't see any outside distractions. But believe it or not, we are easily distracted at strip clubs, and we don't want to be. Now, it's all about, as I said, I've said it now 16 times, worlds colliding. We don't go trampling on your little scrapbooking parties, do we? All right? Do we ask to go to that?
Well, Stephen
I'll allow you to go to your scrapbooking parties as long as I get to go every once in a while. You don't hear that, do you? We don't trample on your world. You want to go to your female-oriented strip clubs, be our guest. Go get the thunder from down under.
I want to see the girls dance.
We're not going to call you cheaters. I know what you want to see. I know what you're thinking. I know why you're there. Stop going.
Yeah, but if you're a guy and you're at a strip club and you're seeing another girl there who's getting a lap dance from a girl, doesn't that turn you on too because that's your fantasy?
No, it really isn't. And maybe that's more me than the average guy because when I even watch porn, Terry, I always skip by the woman-on-woman scene, the lesbian scene. Yeah, I think I'm definitely in the, not the vast minority, but the minority side. I think more than 50% of guys like the woman-on-woman scene. I like to see a girl pounded by a guy.
Oh, I need a schlong.
I need a good hard one because Terry, she must pay for me to really get into it.
So are you the one?
So maybe, okay, in that sense, with that in mind, maybe this is more of a big issue for me than the average guy. But trust me, it's not. Don't think you're getting off easy now. It's still an issue for every guy. I'm telling you, trust me on this. If I could make it so that all women that aren't working could be banned from the strip club, the men out there would be wanting to toast my good name.
What about if a woman wants to go to a strip club to watch a
Will you shut up already? That's why she doesn't belong, Terry. Put her in coat check.
They just keep
What
talking.
about this scenario, T-Man?
Mindless blather.
37, 37,
Yeah,
37. Wife is acting up.
They should hang them like Coach 2 on hooks and just let them hang there the whole time.
Oh my God!
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just hang them up there.
Well, if we went to your scrapbooking parties, we'd expect the same. We'd expect the same treatment, Terry. My wife was just asked a few weeks ago to go to a week's scrapbooking camp.
Oh, a camp? Wow, where's that?
Steven's all giddy.
She considered it. She wondered if I'd be okay with it. I said, fine, go to your week's worth of scrapbooking camp. That sounds wonderful. It sounds like a real lady thing to do these days. Sounds like you'd get a lot of tickle fights in, a lot of s'mores being made, a lot of scrapbooks being worked on. That sounds like a good fun time for you. You have absolutely my okay with that. Not that you needed it anyway. You want to go, you go.
You have to bring your own scalping scissors, or do you think they sell them there?
Oh, I'm sure they sell stuff.
Have her forward me that.
But
email.
I never even considered, nor did she. I never even considered the thought of going with her. I never thought of even suggesting, hey, I don't want to be apart from you like that. I want to go with you. Go! That's your thing. That's your world.
Well, it's not like you're
I'd
going
rather
to...
drink my own blood, I think.
But it's a big difference, really.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because it's not like
And
you're
if
going to a strip club camp.
Well, guess what? I'm sure if you go to a strip club camp for a week, there's one night where the girls all get together and go to see Rick the Dick at the All Nude Review, and that's fine. And you won't have to check me at the door because I ain't going with you. See, here's the difference.
Oh, goodness.
Men are not trampling. Men are not impeding on women's interests. Don't go do your little thing. You want to have a candle party? I'll leave the house.
Because candles are so threatening to your relationship.
Yeah, okay.
And a strip club is no more threatening to a woman's relationship with her guy than any candle party would be. Trust me, if anything, the candle party is more apt to ruin a relationship than any strip club that a guy's going to.
The candle is not getting up and dancing and throwing her milkers in their face.
Terry, you're obviously not thinking deeply enough. There's no real threat in the stripper that's putting her milkers in your face. No real direct threat. But at these candle parties, these women get together and talk about their boyfriends and what they're not doing and what they should be getting. And before you know it, they've built up the courage to start cheating or move on to somebody else. These candle parties are a lot more dangerous.
Very dangerous.
And these women are not just using the candles for lighting. Let me show you what this candle can do here, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's a candle/pleasure party.
See? You know this candle vibrates?
I saw Debbie Does Dallas. Mr. Hardwick had all the candles.
That's right. Laura is calling this morning. Good morning, Laura from Olympia. Hello.
Hi.
How are
Morning.
you?
Fine.
What can we do for you?
Well, it's my birthday, and I'm just sitting here thinking how much I love Pasty Dave's voice, and it'd be nice to be able to hear his voice.
Oh, he's having a candle party this weekend. If you'd like to, if you'd like to go. That's what you want for your birthday is to hear Pasty Dave.
Just to hear Pasty Dave.
Pasty Dave, by request.
What do you want him to say to you, though?
It's Laura's birthday. Do you want to tell her her spot is ready in the coat room?
A very happy birthday to you, Laura.
Jeez.
Could you
funny?
That'd be great. Could you come to the office and maybe put some oomph into it?
Wow.
Oh, boy.
This is just nasty. You're not going to get...
I don't really have any oomph.
All out.
Yeah, I'm fresh out, dude.
You having a little road rage there, or what?
Jenny, have a great day.
Jenny, you can't swear like that on the air. Jenny's having a little road rage, Terry. And she never got to say what she wanted to say on the air. Because we had to dump all that. I don't even think any listener even heard Jenny. People could think I'm talking to an imaginary friend here. And I have many of them. That's the truth. Terry, what else is going on in the world before I get back to the phones?
This is actually something kind of interesting. Researchers from the University of California in Los Angeles found that when women are ovulating, whatever.
Ovulating, yes.
And most
you don't even
fertile.
Know what you do?
Well,
let's call a girl and find out.
Tomato, whatever.
Jimmy from Sadland. Where are you from, Jimmy? Where are you from, Jimmy? I'll get you in a second, Jerry.
Jimmy?
Yes. Are you Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Are you from San Francisco? What does that say there?
San
okay.
Leandro.
Okay, what's up?
Well, my sister's a stripper, and she used to work in Hawaii, and I'd go there, and girls would like go there with their boyfriends, and they'd just get jealous. It's just a reason for them to pry into their boyfriend's life.
Mm-hmm. Just another environment where the hate runs rampant, Terry.
You don't see a guy. You don't see a guy go with his girlfriend to a male strip club or to go see the Chippendales or anything, you know.
Chippendales
Unless they're
making a comeback, by the way. Chippendales making a big comeback. Lisa in San Francisco. This one I can read because it's spelled right. Yes, Lisa, go ahead.
Hi. I was just calling to let you know that.
You turn down your radio. You're getting confused. Turn down your radio.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. Well, I was just calling because I wanted to let other girls know that there's no need to be hanging out with their boyfriend when they're out on the strip clubs.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lisa. Finally, a sensible woman.
Well, what it is that my boyfriend doesn't go as much anymore, but he used to go, and I never said anything. I would let him go.
You let him go, and because you let him go and you're so cool with that, he doesn't need to go as much as probably the average guy.
I guess. I mean, if you keep on telling them not to, they'll probably go more. But that in my case, I used to go with my friends to see the strippers, not girl strippers, but male strippers.
Yes, and how did that work out for you there, Jenny? Or Lisa?
Lisa, yeah. It was perfect. He never said anything. I never said anything to him. He never said anything to me. So it worked pretty good both ways.
Okay. There you go. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Lisa.
Okay.
Take care now.
Bye.
That sounds like a very confident woman, Terry.
Yes.
A woman with minimal issues.
Sure.
It's always nice when you can speak to someone with a minimal amount of issues. No one is issue-free, Terry.
True.
You should name your next child that, by the way. Issue-free.
Not having anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Same old story. Terry, I can play old tapes of you saying that.
Yeah.
What else? What were you saying about...
I was telling you, they found that when women are most fertile, that's when they, dress the sexiest. That's when they put on all their, sexy bras and, get out there and try and attract the old men there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Put on the skank gear?
I guess so, if that's what you want to call it.
Well, what are you talking about then? What kind of accessories are we talking about?
The
women who are in heat you're talking about, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Yes.
Have a tendency to dress a little bit more risque.
Well, they need to do a study on that. Women who want to get themselves a little action will certainly do themselves up a little bit more, right? Doesn't that go without saying? They need to put money into studies and get funding for this?
But the thing is, they say that...
How about we go back to finding a cure for cancer? How about that?
They say that it's not necessarily on purpose. It's just an instinct because of what their body is going through.
They don't even know they're doing it.
Right. It's just an instinct because...
And they put on extra jewelry.
Sure, yes.
Their favorite brooch.
Right, they wear skirts rather than pants. Dress more fashionably.
This is a ladybug.
They show more skin.
Got it.
The head bobbles a little bit if you push on it.
Well, that is pretty pathetic when you think about it, Terry.
Yes, it is.
That women have to do themselves...
Oh, really?
They have to do themselves up extra. When they feel like they want to be hooking up with
but again, let me have to tell you that it's their instinct because
it's a woman's natural instinct.
Yes.
And when she's not interested, those times of the month where she could care less about sex, boy, does she stink.
Brooch stays home.
She's not showered. Her brooch is in the jewelry closet, jewelry box locked away. Not even a thought about it.
No glitter powder on,
it's
nothing like that.
All about the brooch.
The brooch.
Look to the brooch.
The T-Man.
You son of a bitch, you know that?
Colleen Garvey never called back, by the way, Terry.
Oh, the
Here
bill.
I was, ready to pay Colleen Garvey of Vallejo, California's 300 and where was it? Where's the bill? Is it near me? $376.35.
Yes, the Victoria's Secret bill.
Secret bill. I'm ready, willing to pay that for her. She doesn't call back in 30 minutes or less. She's out. And that makes me now think, should I pull another bill? The hopper's outside. I'll pull a bill next segment. How about that?
Oh, okay.
I'll pull another bill. Woohoo! It's not even close to 7 o'clock when the bill is supposed to be pulled, but because Colleen Garvey dropped the ball, somebody may be able to reap the benefits. Now, what are you working on over there, Terry?
Well, according to a survey by Hallmark,
Yes.
Parents apparently are big-time candy stealers when it comes to Halloween. So
Parents are big-time candy stealers.
So can you
Does
get
it men or women, Terry?
parents just in general?
Parents in general.
Yeah,
It's
so-
not moms more than dads,
No.
dads more than moms.
No.
Likely. Yes, go ahead.
Well, can you guess what the number one candy parents steal from their kids' Halloween?
Oxycontin.
No, where are you getting Oxycontin? Door to door. Oh, we're
That's the
going
way you're
to...
trick-or-treating, Terry. 8-ball. Let me see.
Number one candy stolen from the Halloween bag.
Do the math. I don't carry them one. Long division. I'm going to say Kit Kats, Terry. I'm a big Kit Kat fan, obviously, as you know. Twix. I'm going Twix. I'm not looking back. I'm going Mounds.
Actually, Kit
Snickers,
Kats
Snickers.
were like the fifth one. They weren't the number one.
Kit Kat
one.
came in at number 5.
Yes.
You got a top 10 there?
I have actually top 5.
Top 5.
Yes.
And Kit Kat is number 5.
It is.
Mounds, number 4.
It is actually number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Mounds of number 2.
Yes.
Definitely not stealing that.
Stealing mounds of candy.
Not a big Mounds fan.
I'm going to say Smarties because they're the most popular cheap home candy giveaway thingy. I'm going to say because there's so many of it in every kid's bag that's number 4.
How about didn't make the list?
Smarties didn't make the list.
No Smarties.
Those aren't good.
Good.
No.
I know they're not good, but your kid's bag is going to be loaded with
Yeah,
it.
so you don't feel bad about ripping them off.
Right. I miss the day when I used to just lay out my candy for my mom to check.
Yeah.
Just throw it out right there on the living room floor. She'd go through it like she really cared. Unwrapped Twinkie, that's good. Apple with the razor blade in it, that's fine. Yeah,
around it.
Here, enjoy. Go off. Enjoy yourself. Knock your socks off there, T-kid.
That weird guy down the block's phone number.
That seems okay.
Yeah, you can keep that.
And a picture of his wiener, that's wonderful.
He's the friendly monster once again this year. What a great costume.
Guys.
You know, one year, while trick-or-treating, Terry, me and my buddies got jumped by bigger kids, got tackled, taken to the ground, and then had our bags of candy taken away from us after we were sodomized.
I've had that happen.
Interesting story.
Yes. Except that I made up the sodomized part, but
No, I
that's a
was
true
gonna say,
story.
what's the worst part of that?
That's a true story.
So what did your parents do to make up for the loss of candy? Anything?
No, we were SOL, Terry. That's just the way
Really?
it was.
Wow.
Dad should have told me I should have been a little tougher. Put up a better fight. Because we went down like a thud.
Oh, jeez.
Had our candy ripped away and screamed for the police.
Ruined your Hello Kitty costume. Damn
Luckily, I got myself another, so everything's all right there. But my dad and I got in the car, drove around trying to look for the thugs.
What were you guys going to do if you found them?
We were going to jump them back.
Give me my son's candy.
That's right.
That's why I never went trick-or-treating.
You
I'm all
didn't?
scared of that stuff.
Never went trick-or-treating.
Ever?
Well, I don't
You just have
ever...
a weird...
Really?
Well, we grew up in an area where they didn't have, like, neighborhoods, so they had a
Yeah,
carnival
they
at
didn't
the
invent
school.
neighborhoods until...
Yes. People were not invented.
All right.
Well, it was kind of...
You just have a weird existence, Gilbreth. You're a weird guy with a weird history and a weird future.
Well, I don't know if my future's
Future's
weird.
weird?
I can guarantee you, whatever's in store for him in his future, it's going to be weird.
Tons of weirdness.
Went to the carnival. It was
I
fun.
bet you can wait till 10 o'clock where you can go home and let the weirdness begin.
Oh, yeah. I usually let it unleash it at 11.
So there's no houses in Anacortes where you grew up.
That's not what I'm saying. It's not a neighborhood
kinda
like
what
where
you're
you live
saying.
right
Yeah,
now,
really
or where
is.
it's hard to kind of walk down dark streets and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, it's not neighborhoodly.
Well, there are plenty of places that don't necessarily...
Don't try to reason
So
with
the
me.
kids
Just a
growing
weird
up
guy.
where I did, we went to the little carnival.
Just a weird guy.
Yeah.
End of story. So the number one candy that parents are ripping their kids off
Yeah.
for is probably... Man, I should be able to get this. It's not Twix.
No, I told you Twix is number 5.
Every mom
Twix
loves a
and
good
Kit
Twix
Kats.
to the face, Terry.
Oh, no, I mean the Kit Kats was number... Yeah, no,
Twix didn't make the list.
Twix didn't even make the list.
You're staring right at the list.
I
You just
am.
told me
I
it was
was
number 5.
Yeah, Kit Kats and Twix, I get mixed up. Don't
Yeah,
ask me.
Really?
I know. I
Hey,
just...
you hear the word Twix, you think Kit Kat.
Yeah, for sure.
Milky Way.
Milky Way, that make the list?
No.
No, this one's a Milky
brutal.
Way. Those are nasty.
Just because I like them. They're
M&M's.
obviously gross.
M&M's.
No.
Number 1.
No.
Number 1.
No.
M&M's.
No.
Number 1.
No. No list. Not even on it.
Maybe you thought I said payday.
Is it something that we will
M&M's didn't make the list?
No, not the top 5.
Is it a candy we've heard of?
Oh, absolutely.
We should be able to get this.
Absolutely.
Like generic, like Hershey bar or something?
Is it Hershey bar?
It's not Hershey.
Nestle Crunch.
No.
Three Musketeers.
No. 3 Musketeers.
Those are brutal.
Well, this is a great moment on the program, let me tell you. Just throwing out candy bar names.
I know.
Yeah.
God, they're one of my favorites.
Really?
Yes.
Amongst many, I'm sure.
Yeah, the lady on the third floor can attest to
I know.
that.
How are we missing this? How are we not getting the number one candy stolen by parents? The number one candy stolen by parents. I swear to you, I should be able to get this.
You should. Absolutely.
Is... Man, I can't think of anything. I'm blank.
Nerds.
Little boxes of Nerds. I got tons of those in my office right now.
No.
Is that on the list?
No, didn't
Love
make
Nerds.
it, no.
Can't get enough Nerds, Terry.
No.
It's a good guess. For someone who never went trick-or-treating, especially.
Well, giving away
I'm a candy guy.
free candy and you didn't go. I find that hard to believe.
That's ridiculously shocking.
That's stupid.
You're a stupid guy.
Well, where I live now, do you picture people coming down to my house to trick-or-treat? That's the kind of situation it is. You know, you have
Is
to
that
go
where you
somewhere to
move out
trick-or-treat.
so that you
that's
don't
what
have
most
to...
people have to do.
Hence from
Exactly.
Alameda. A man named Hence is waiting on the line. Hence? Are you
Hey,
there?
what's going on?
What's up, Hence?
Hey, nothing much. We all talking about those women that go to strip clubs. You know why they go, right?
Why's that?
Because they're out there trying to check up on us because at male strip clubs, or when they come out to check
Yeah,
up
I'm seeing here. It says Hence used to be a male stripper. That's why I
That's
want to
right.
get his thoughts here. Everyone is still waiting to talk about the strip club thing, Terry. I'm ready to move on if it's okay with everyone else.
No,
I've said my
You gotta-
piece. The ball
you gotta
is
finish
rolling.
this, bro.
I'm committed to this. Don't get me wrong. I'm committed to the day coming very soon where women are not allowed in the strip club that aren't on the clock, Terry, that are not working.
They're just checking up on us because of the things they do, man. I've been yanked, grabbed, I had sprained balls before. Because
Really?
Whoa.
Women are just ridiculous in strip clubs?
Well,
Man, you wouldn't believe a sober woman is worse than a drunk man at a strip club.
Well, that's saying a lot, man.
Women, they let their hair down. They go crazy.
Oh, they let their hair down there.
Is
Anyway.
this real? Is this real? This can't be yours. Just stuff it. It's so, oh, my God, that is yours.
Wow, he's having flashbacks right before our very eyes, Terry.
Telling us how big he is.
Into this thing called Dancer's
Wait
Whiplash.
till I unfold it, baby.
Head with it.
whoa.
Hence, thank you for the inside scoop.
Hey, no problem,
I'm
man.
sure we've heard that a couple of times from some ladies in the club, huh?
Oh, Hence is the best stripper name you could come up with.
Thanks for the inside
Yeah, that's a
scoop.
stripper
Let's
name.
welcome Hence to the stage.
Hence the name. Anyway,
Dumb name.
we're just doing this, Terry, because we can't think of the damn number one candy
Come
that parents are
on.
ripping off.
Do you want me just to tell you?
No, we have an open line. Maybe some listeners. I got to clear these lines. Too many people are waiting. Every line is taken right now. I apologize to those. Man, there's been a guy waiting 2 hours. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
Actually, it's a woman. Anna. Has been waiting 2 hours to talk about this. We've been talking about this for 2 hours? Or she's been waiting from before this started?
We've covered a couple different topics.
Anna, my apologies.
Oh, gosh. Anna?
Anna?
Hi.
Yeah, my apologies.
Hey, it's toll free. Shushy.
Toll free. Shoddy.
You
obviously had the time. Big deal.
Slushy.
Send your phone bill and we'll pay it.
Oh, yeah.
We have a more important thing to discuss right now. What candy are moms spending November trying to figure out where all their weight, where all that weight came from? And dads thinking the same thing.
Right.
Time to make holiday fudge. I got no shot.
Oh, Stephen definitely had some holiday.
Yeah,
fun.
no kidding about that.
Oh, yeah.
Door to door for that.
Every weekend.
Trina, you got a guess? We'll give you a CD, baby. This is a real big contest we have going on right now.
Woo! I love
Is
contests.
this exciting or what? Trina, you there?
Yes,
What's your guess?
Reese's Pieces.
No. Reese's Pieces ain't on the list.
I love them.
I already disconnected her, Terry, because I know she's not winning anything.
No, you're right. They're
Thank
not on
you.
the list.
Reese's Pieces. What is this, 1988?
Phone
1983 with E.T.?
Hey, I still get them. They're good.
We said Snickers, right?
No, you didn't, but Snickers is number 3.
Because some dude is waiting on the line to say Snickers, and I thought to myself, we said Snickers. We didn't say Snickers?
No. You said
I think I said Snickers. I think you missed me saying
Yeah, I
Snickers.
think you did.
Well,
I don't know
it's
how you
number
couldn't have.
3.
Yeah, you would think you.
All right, so
It's number
did we
3.
get number 2? We got number 2. Was Mounds?
Mounds.
Okay,
Mounds, Almond
was number
Joys,
2.
yeah.
Oh, you're combining those
Snickers,
two?
yeah, because, sometimes you feel like that, sometimes you don't.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then Snickers was number 3.
Right.
Kit Kats was 5. Did you guys say Butterfingers?
No.
Oh,
Jeez,
Did we say
Terry,
what?
you're screwing up the game.
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers?
Number 1, right?
No, not number 1.
What number was Butterfingers?
4.
Number 4 was Butterfingers?
You have more than the top 5, it sounds.
You've rolled off like 7 of them already. You're staring right at the list.
I've told you ones that weren't. You guys have mentioned plenty, yes.
Skittles is 5, Mounds is 4, Almond Joy is 4. Charleston Chew is 5.
Charleston Chews.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah.
They still make them, by the way.
Why doesn't Hens call himself Charleston?
That's my new screen name.
All right, I have no idea. Justin, you got a guess?
Yes, Reese's Cups.
Reese's Cups?
Yes.
You talking about a stripper you know of, or what?
Reese's
Peanut Butter Cups. Is that it, Terry?
That is number one.
Oh, is that exciting?
Way to go.
All right, hang on. I got to get your CD of Ludacris. You want to get a Ludacris CD or what?
No, I'll pass it on to someone else.
All right.
He just wanted to guess.
Wanted to win.
Good job.
Not sure how we missed that. It does make sense.
Oh, tell me those are not
Pretty
the
sure I'm
best.
snagging that first.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. That's more of a woman candy. Women?
Really? No way.
No, you don't think
He
women?
just said he'd snag it
I
first.
would too. I
It's
love
kind
it.
of womanish.
Yeah, they're all
Guys are more into
tendencies.
peanut butter than women are.
Chocolate and peanut butter. Women can't get enough.
Oh my gosh.
You see the ones where they reverse it? They have the chocolate on the
Easy.
inside, the peanut butter on the outside.
Take a cold shower. Everything looks fine.
T-Man Show.
Both Kenny's dad and I were in Scouts for years.
Was your dad in Scouts, Carmen? Oh, yeah, you don't have a dad.
You guys are awesome.
Paid your damn bill, my friend.
Right. Yes. Sure. Now, guess what? Now, 2 hours later, Colleen Garvey's on the phone.
Stop.
I pull her bill right around 7 o'clock. I'm willing to pay for her bras, Terry, that she bought at Victoria's Secret. I'm willing to pay for $376.35 of her bras.
Whoa.
That she buys at Victoria's Secret, and she doesn't call back.
She must have big boobs if that's one bra.
The deal is that you call back in 30 minutes or less, or else you're out. Now, I've made exceptions for people, and I hope others out there don't think that they can, jump aboard on that little free ride kind of train situation.
Right.
Because that ain't happening. But Colleen Garvey wants to come on and say how sad she is.
Oh, really?
That she missed out on her opportunity to get her bill paid for. Terry, I went out during the break to the hopper. I didn't feel like rolling it in, and I pulled another bill. I'm ready to read that one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready to read a new name, so maybe we can get, a bill paid before the end of this here show. That's right, I said this here show.
How's the hopper doing? Pretty good?
Oh, the hopper's wonderful. Now, give me a quick story before I get to Colleen Garvey and read another bill, and then go to calls. Any calls that want to call up now, we may have time for you at 1-866-663-T-MAN. As long as it's not about the strip club anymore, I'm done. As far as talking about, the execution begins now, Terry, but the talking about the strip club situation is long been since exhausted. Huh?
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
In Salt Lake City, parents of a bride-to-be are accused of kidnapping her in order to stop her from marrying her fiancé.
Kidnap their own child.
Yes, they did.
Can you kidnap your own child? Is that something that's possible and get charges thrown at you for that?
Yes. Felony charges have been filed against them.
Well, that guy must feel good about himself. Parents kidnap their own daughter and have felony charges that they're facing because they didn't want him to marry this guy?
Yeah. Apparently, they told her that they were going to take her on a shopping trip, drove her 240 miles to to Colorado, trying to talk her out of getting married along the way and holding her until she missed the ceremony.
That far. Because she wasn't willing to see their point.
I guess.
They held on to her against her will until after the ceremony was scheduled to go off.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must have been some real loser they were dealing with.
If they are convicted of their felony charges, they could face 1 to 15 years in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1 to 15 years for kidnapping their own daughter.
Uh-huh. And she's 21.
That's going to be a great story around the prison bonfires, huh?
What are you doing?
What are you in for? Kidnap my own daughter, and here I am, unable to face the free world. I don't think any judge is throwing some parents in jail for kidnapping their own kid. It's their kid.
It is, but they
I don't
held her
care
against her will.
if the kid's not. How old was the girl?
She's 21.
I don't care if she's over 18. You still have a right to kidnap your own kid upon request.
Really?
It's my kid.
That's right. Colleen Garvey.
Yes.
From Vallejo, California. You sent in, you faxed in, you took the time to send off your Victoria's Secret bill for $376.35, and then you didn't call back in 30 minutes or less. And don't think because you're all dressed right with all your silky, lacy stuff now that I'm going to bend over here and give you a break because you're way outside the half-hour window. You missed out. You missed out, Colleen. Why were you so late to call in?
No, I ran late this morning. I got in the car at 7:15, and I've been listening to you guys ever since you became on the radio.
Oh, whatever. Don't try to suck up to us now. Don't try to suck up to us now. And don't get your unpaid for panties in a wad. You ain't getting this bill paid for. I'm not bending on this one. I'm sorry.
Do you understand what that would do for me? I am a single mother. That bill has been occurring for so long, except for the last charge, because of the fact that I got a new puppy and she ate all my underwear and my bra.
While she was eating your homework, she ate your underwear?
She ate it?
I swear to you.
So if you heard it since 7:15, why didn't you call?
Yeah.
Don't you have
I
a cell
didn't
phone?
hear it at 7:15. I do have a cell phone, but I heard you guys.
Aha, so you weren't listening at 7:15. That's when people who send their bills in are supposed to be listening.
I was. I got in the car at 7:15. I was late. I was really late, and I'm never that late.
I bet your boyfriend left here and there. Anyway, Colleen.
I'm begging you.
She's begging.
I hear the begging, Jerry.
I know.
Oh, you don't understand. I'm like shaking. I've been standing outside for the last...
And now I almost feel like I'm breaking down, Terry, because she's talking about being a single mom. She's talking about how her dog ate her underwear.
Yeah.
She's talking about. She sounds so sweet. She's talking about being a loyal listener from day one, Terry, and that's nice to hear about people in the Bay Area.
Getting mad.
The fact that people are calling themselves loyal listeners in the Bay Area already is beyond my comprehension, Terry. You're not entitled to call yourself a loyal listener until you've listened at least about 6 months minimum. But she's calling herself a loyal listener.
But I've been listening to you because you're funny and you make me laugh in the morning.
Well, you're not exactly known for your taste, Colleen. But anyway.
I feel sorry for her dog that had to poop out a bra.
Wow. Must have been.
Hope there wasn't any wire involved.
She did, I swear. No, the straps.
It's quite the magic trick you pulling that out of her ass, huh? Anyway. What should we do with Colleen, Terry? What if I offer...
Well, that's your call. I mean, I understand her plight, mind you.
Here's the problem. All right, I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. I pulled a bill already. I pulled Melissa Medina's bill from Castro Valley, California during the break. Melissa Medina has a $408.13 HSBC credit card bill in my right hand. I got Colleen Garvey's Victoria's Secret bill in my left hand.
In your left hand, because I'm left-handed, and you want to go...
Oh, what a coincidence! What a small world! Wonderful!
Small world.
If Melissa Medina does not call back, I'll give her 15 minutes. If Melissa Medina does not call back in 15 minutes, I'll pay Colleen's bill.
Whoa.
So are you gonna keep are you gonna keep her on hold for 15 minutes?
We'll call you back. Don't
please.
Call us.
Melissa Medina, please don't call in. You don't understand how bad I need this.
If Melissa Medina is hearing your words and she is feeling your pain and she understands that bras and panties are very important to
I got tears in my eyes. You don't understand.
Well, maybe Melissa Medina could feel the tears in your eyes and the unpaid for panties that are in your drawer. If she feels as though she's going to take a pass because she understands your plight, then that's something for her to decide. Or maybe she's not. Maybe she's not listening, and fate is going to be on your side.
She's dialing the phone with one hand with the right middle finger in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
Not feeling sorry for you.
It's 9, 10, and 16 seconds.
Oh, boy.
She's saying if you're a single mom, you shouldn't have been buying a puppy that ate all your undies.
Melissa Medina has till 9:25 to call back.
Woo!
If she gets through, she gets through, you're screwed.
Yes, I know.
If she doesn't get through, then we pay your bill.
Please, God, be with me.
Wow.
I need to keep my thong.
Corey. Colleen is from, where are you from, by the way? We bought these panties in Sacramento, right?
No, in Vacaville, Fairfield.
Oh, I thought it says Sacramento on the bill here. Why does it say Sacramento?
Probably because they're from Sacramento, maybe.
Well, and you're from Vallejo, California?
Right.
I got Corey, who's from Tacoma, Washington, who wants to know why a single mom is spending what sounds like her last buck on very lacy bras and panties. She wants an answer from you. You want to talk to her?
Sure.
This is going to be very exciting. Yes, Corey, go ahead.
Hi.
What guy are you trying to impress, Colleen? That's what Corey needs to know.
I buy my underwear and bras at Victoria's Secret because they're the only ones that last. That's why.
She buys it for the lasting effect.
I I have gotten underwear and everything and it's on a credit card, and I pay $20 a month.
I see. She found out the hard ways that if she buys her bras at Target, Terry, they disintegrate
the minute you put them in the
by mid-afternoon. Yes.
Looks like I'm going commando today.
Corey, you wanted to say something, Corey?
No, I just know that I'm a single mother of 3 kids. I don't know how many kids she has, but I sent in my bill, so I'm waiting for my name to be called.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't seem like we've pulled it yet.
You'll be listening at the right time.
Yeah. I'll be listening.
So you're mad at Colleen for even...
Oh, no, not mad. Just wondering why. Not mad.
Why don't you tell her where a wise single mom shopper buys her underwear and her bras? At the flea market, right?
I just know that I would love to afford Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm.
Being a single mother of 3 kids of my own, I can't afford Victoria's Secret.
I started my Victoria's Secret bill before I even had a daughter, and that's how long it's been occurring. My daughter's 2.
Oh, okay.
She's had this bill over 2 years.
You haven't been able to pay off your bra and panty bill for 2 years.
But she keeps going back and buying more.
She pays $20 a month. I guess that's the minimum payment. That's all.
It looked down at the interest rate. It's 22%.
Oh my gosh, that's a pretty
deal.
spendy.
Well, you are a savvy shopper. Well, I'll tell you this. So far, as we speak right now, Terry, there's been no sighting of Melissa Medina.
Oh, the race is on.
There's been no Melissa Medina phone calls. Is that right? Medina? Huh? Pasty Duba?
Pasty Duba.
Has there been any
Melissa?
calls from Melissa Medina?
Nothing from Melissa.
All right. So far, so good. Colleen, every second counts.
I know.
Because we're 3...
I got to go back upstairs and do payroll, and I don't think I can until you call me back.
There's 3.5 minutes that have expired.
3.5 minutes.
And that means only 12.5 minutes, or 11.5 minutes remain. Terry the one, yes. 11.5 minutes remain, and we'll see what happens. We'll call you back.
Thank you.
All right?
It's a race for undies. Gosh.
Scary.
Oh, man.
Anna, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, Anna, what can we do for you this morning?
Hi.
Hi.
I have a problem.
You what?
She has a
I
problem.
have a problem.
What's your problem?
With my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. What kind of problem do you have with your boyfriend there?
I think something's wrong with his penis.
Oh, jeez. Your dog ate it? What?
Oh, man.
What happened? Might have pooping that
Well,
up. Yes, go ahead. What's wrong with your boyfriend's? What's wrong with your boyfriend's situation? Yes.
It doesn't get hard anymore.
Oh, wow.
Well, they have medicine for that.
Yeah, there are more than one introduced medicine over the past decade that can assist in that area, but you would think a boyfriend, I'm assuming, who's not over 50 years old wouldn't have a problem there, right?
However,
That's right, Stephen, laugh it off.
Men do have it.
The last segment, Stephen wanted to tell us that he didn't go trick-or-treating because he was scared he was going to be jumped, and then he quickly morphed into the concept of he didn't go trick-or-treating because there weren't neighborhoods.
Yeah, there's no houses around.
There were no houses.
Grew up in a desert.
So what was it? Were you scared of being tackled and assaulted for your candy?
Well, no, I was not scared of being assaulted for my candy.
All right, how do we make...
there was nobody in the neighborhood.
How do we make Anna's boyfriend's thingy work?
Well, I mean, when did it stop?
Maybe it's very clear that his situation works 90% of the time. It just doesn't work with you.
You looked in the mirror.
I don't know. I mean, he's still pretty young too, so I don't know.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, Anna, do you like what you see?
Yeah, I'm really.
Oh, no, I wouldn't touch myself.
I'm idiots.
Don't look at
Who's
yourself.
going to say that they don't like
You
it?
think you look like a woman that should make a man or get aroused?
Yeah.
What do you look like? Let us decide for you, because it doesn't sound like you're so sure.
I have a MySpace if you want to look at it.
Oh, really?
Stephen's already there.
He's already aroused, too.
He's got a half tank at least. Describe yourself anyway. Before we go looking at your MySpace, I want to see if it matches up.
I'm Asian, and...
I'm the best kind. Best kind of woman, Terry. Usually. Yes, go ahead, Asian. Good start, good start. What else?
What was that?
What kind of Asian are you?
Yeah, which
one? I'm Vietnamese.
Not bad, not bad.
Top 5, right?
When I play Rank the Asians, Terry, Vietnamese is typically in the top 5.
Right,
Yes.
that's what I thought.
They'll make a hell of a bowl of soup, whatever they are.
Steve, when you play Rank the Asians, where does Vietnamese size up with you?
Sure, top 10. I don't know.
Whatever Terry is, that's
number
what he
one.
likes.
Yep.
Go ahead. So you're Vietnamese. What else? So you're about 5'1" or what?
Yeah, about 5 foot.
5 foot.
About 115 pounds.
That was a tough guess.
Yeah.
115 pounds.
So
Yes.
there you go.
Go ahead. Yes.
What else do you want to know?
115 pounds. You obviously have red hair. And,
Yeah, they all.
and anything else that stands out? You're in shape. You work out. You look good. What? You smell good.
Yeah, I go to the gym a lot. So
How long you been with your boyfriend?
2 years.
2 years. And how quick did you start having sex with him when you first got together? In the first week, the first month?
Like the first day.
First day. First night you met him.
Wow.
The second day.
She's like, oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
That sounds too slutty. Second day.
Right, that's not slutty at all. Second night.
Where'd you meet him? How'd you guys get together?
We met online, actually.
Oh, jeez.
And then you made up to meet out where?
In Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Oh, I'm taking you down to Chinatown, baby.
All right, so you took down some wonton, and then you made it happen right there in the street, or you went to his place? What happened?
No, and then we just parted from there, and we met up another time and did it.
Really? And his thingy worked fine that night, right?
Yeah.
God, it's that easy?
And it worked good for the first year and a half that you were a couple?
Yeah, it was great.
And now how often when he's with you does he flop?
We only do it like twice a week now, and I like to do it like every day.
Yeah.
Here comes the flop.
doesn't like to.
Now when you're doing it twice a week, he doesn't seem that interested, or does he seem interested, and he's flopping, or he just doesn't seem that interested?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got a good read on your boyfriend. Does he seem interested to have sex with you? And he's
When we do it, he does seem interested, but then sometimes
For the river.
yes,
he's just not in the mood.
man. You know, there just comes a point in certain relationships where guys and girls, it doesn't sound like you're in this situation, but it does sound like he is, where you get bored with whoever you're with. And I hate to have to tell you this point blank, not that you haven't thought of this yourself. I imagine you've considered the prospect that he's gotten bored with you to the point where he's just not getting excited anymore, right? And that may be a pretty clear sign that it's time for you and him to go your separate ways.
I don't know. He says he wants to marry me and stuff. He gave me a ring.
Give me a ring.
So you're...
Are you prepared to marry a guy who already has a history of some impotent-like situations, or what?
I don't know. I love him, but...
Wow, that is love.
Well, but she only loves him as long as he can still get it up.
Well, no, she doesn't. She loves him even when he's not getting up. She's saying, Terry, she's willing to flap it around, trying to make a jump.
But she is having issues with that right now. She's struggling a little bit because
she has
she's
issues
calling you.
But the issue, it sounds like, is not necessarily her needing to get her satisfaction, her fill to be satisfied. It sounds more like she's wondering what's wrong with his feelings towards her. Am I reading you right? It's not that you just need to get what you have coming to you. You need to be taken care of. You're more concerned about why, in his mind, he's not as interested in you. Am I right or wrong?
Well, it's kind of both.
Well, I'm sure it's both, but if it's one more than the other, which one is it? Are you just dying to be, getting to the full peak moment that you've been not getting recently, or are you more concerned about whether he's losing that loving feeling?
I want to do it.
Oh, jeez.
All right, well, hang on. 229 shot.
All right, then never mind him. There's still time for you to come down to the station before the program ends. And
Guys.
Do we get the MySpace?
Oh, yeah, let's get the MySpace.
So, do you think I should try, different things?
Just stick a crushed Viagra in his applesauce and everything will be fine. What is your MySpace? Where do we find that?
It's myspace.com.
Yeah, we've heard of it, yes. Yes.
Girl underscore snoozy.
Well, you're breaking up. What was that?
Girl underscore snoozy.
Girl underscore snoozy?
Yeah.
Snoozy. Obviously, her boyfriend's manhood has been snoozing.
Is it the common spelling of snoozy?
When did it stop?
Is there a Z in snoozy?
Yeah, SNOOZY.
Oh, Y. Okay, there you go.
I love how their first date was Chinatown. Look, I'm Vietnamese, you bastard. Doesn't mean I love Chinatown because I'm Asian.
Well, maybe he was Asian too, and they just felt that was a common little safe meeting place. Is he an Asian guy or no?
Yeah, he's Asian.
Uh-huh. So not only is it real small, Terry.
Whoa, now?
Is he...
I like my guys small. I don't like him big.
Oh, really?
Then hang up on her.
She's perfect.
Well, body or wiener is the difference.
She's talking about wiener.
I can help you with one, can't with the other.
So, I mean, your boyfriend is not exactly holding his own as far as size, but you like that?
Yeah.
Yes. It's pretty cool.
I think he's average.
All right, yeah, that's what that was like. Anyhow.
Probably tough doing it in the backseat of a lowrider Honda.
Small, and it's not working, Terry. But she loves him.
There had to come a point where all of a sudden it stopped, and that's what I'm wondering. What was there an argument? Was there a stress at the
he's
job?
Just bored with her.
All right.
I don't know if he's bored.
He's bored with you. Trust me. Now, what happens if it doesn't start working by, let's say, this time next week or next month? What are you prepared to do? Are you prepared to look elsewhere to get the satisfaction that you desperately need? Or are you going to be loyal through this rough patch that he's obviously undergoing?
I'll probably be loyal, but I flirt a lot with guys.
Flirts a lot, and she's due to cross the line any minute now, Terry.
Yeah, pretty much.
You little hooker. Love that about you. How does her MySpace look?
Good.
Got some pictures.
How does any man flop at the sight of this, Terry? Unless you've looked at it for 2 years.
Wow, now.
Does he get high? Maybe he's doing too many drugs and he can't do it. That's an option I've heard.
Is he a big druggie or no?
Is he a druggie?
Yeah.
He drinks a lot.
But, I mean, unless he's totally getting loaded every time you guys want to have sex, I mean, that's not an issue, right? That's not why.
No. I mean, I'm a pretty cool girlfriend.
Your profile says you're 17. Is that something we should discuss right now, or what?
Yeah, I'm 17.
You're only 17?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, all the things I just said, take it back.
How do you dump a half hour?
It's not 229 shot anymore.
Right. When's your birthday?
November 10th.
Oh, yeah.
She's right.
It's on.
God. All right, hang on.
Like a wonton.
I'm going to put you on hold for a month. Hang on.
For a month.
Hopefully she'll hang in there.
Nice. Happy birthday.
As of right now, no sign, Terry, of what's-her-face, Melissa Medina. Although every line is taken, and she's now going to call and complain that she couldn't get through.
Yeah, gotta be quick on the
But she's just a bonus draw anyway, so.
Bonus draw.
What was that? We got Melissa Medina's boyfriend on the line? 1-866.
Can't wait for a month.
663 T-Man. Someone claiming to be Melissa Medina's boyfriend is on the line. But Pasty's not sure.
Had a lot of stuff.
That they're telling the truth. Amongst all the things Pasty's not sure of.
God, he's going to kill me.
That's it.
One of them is very clearly that he doesn't know whether... All right, I'm calling back Colleen here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She sounds nice enough.
Yeah, she was good. Good people.
She's got to answer, though.
Did you find her,
She
Steven?
better
Colleen,
answer.
sure. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that she's so busy at work that she doesn't answer her freaking phone.
Right.
She's on the hook right here. She's got to answer the phone for this to be official.
Why don't you pass the 17-year-old's pictures?
Print out your own.
Or whatever she is. Need something to do while the phone rings.
Already done.
Hey, Terry, she's a month away. Come on.
And she's ready.
Hello?
So by the time they go
Is
to
this
court,
Colleen?
she'll be
Yes.
Hey, it's T-Man here. What's up, baby?
Hey.
Guess what?
Yes.
I'm gonna pay your freaking little Victoria's Secret bill. How pathetic is this? That it's been 2 years. You haven't been able to pay off your bra panties.
$20 a month.
Your pretty pink panties are now paid in full, baby. Are you excited?
I gotta run out of my work.
She's running out of
Are you excited, Colleen?
Yes, I am. I'm very excited.
Whoa.
You don't understand. I was upstairs in the office. I had to run downstairs and run outside.
She's dancing in the streets in her about to be repossessed panties. Come to her rescue, Terry.
Ooh, look at these. You can keep these.
All right, now what do you do for us that we've done such nice things for you? We break the rules. We break the rules for you. You gonna break the rules for us in the future if we need something? Do you have any 17-year-old little Asian cousins?
Yes.
Not that we would ever.
No.
We wait as long as necessary, Terry.
Right.
Colleen!
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
You sent in your Victoria's Secret bill to Wild 94.9.
Yes.
You faxed it in. And now you're reaping the benefits. Oh. How does...
Are you guys going to be able to pay it before the due date?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Jeez, now she's getting picky on when you pay it.
Hey, do you want to pay it or not?
How does it feel to actually be wearing paid-for panties, Colleen?
They are paid for.
Does it feel any different after wearing 2 years' worth of unpaid-for panties? Always looking over your shoulder, thinking someone's going to yank them off your body?
A van pulls up and grabs her.
A van pulls up and grabs your panties and drags you down the street?
Oh, goodness.
It's gotta be a load off your...
Yes. Very big load.
She'll have that card maxed out by Sunday.
I know she will.
Sending in a new bill.
Well, now you know to where to send the bill when you get your panties in one. All right, very good. Congratulations. We're going to put you on hold. You need not worry about your Victoria's Secret bill any more than you already have.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome, baby. Yes. You think she looks good in her panties, too?
I don't know.
Or is it just a nightmare we just paid off here?
I'm going back and forth on it. I can't decide.
All right. Colleen, do you look good in your panties when you strip down to them, or what?
You can look on my MySpace.
Yeah, you've already seen her picture.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Oh, yeah, you do look good.
Not panty picture.
No, you look good in your MySpace. I remember that now. We have to go back to 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we got to go wait. Steven's been through a few already.
The only MySpace I'm thinking about right now. It's someone else. All right.
Me too.
It's my wife's. Anyway,
she has one.
Hang on the line, Colleen. We're going to pay that bill, baby.
Woo!
There she is.
That's great.
She's a winner.
She is.
Not only a winner in the bill-paying segment, Terry, but a winner in life, it sounds like.
Sounds like it.
The T-Man Show.
Oh, those guys are fast!
He was born in the bayou.
Eating a ham sandwich.
With a golden spoon. With golden teeth.
I think romantic is just sitting down and water like this.
He's a guy looking for Miss Do-Right. And in the meantime, f***ing everybody inside.
Yeah.
He's high on life. And probably something else, too. And now, the most romantic man in the land.
Just chilling.
He's the ham sandwich guy.
I say the good, the bad, and the devil.
Oh, geez.
And whatever you say, do not blame it on the good. I say, well.
Break that code.
Whoa now. Bam. Bam.
Oh, geez. You got a bonus. Bam.
Double car crash.
Hammy, how are you this morning?
Oh, man, since the last time I checked in to the man, it has been no good on the show.
Oh, that's not good to hear. The last time he did check in, he told us about how he was roughed up at the club, Terry. Had to leave the club in an ambulance on the way to the local hospital. The man was kind of entrapped, if you will, into his own beating from the bouncers who led him to an assault, Terry. Put him up on a platter.
Yeah.
And since that time, nothing positive has developed, or what?
See, man, I don't know what it is. I know the wintertime is soon about to be shaking through this mug, but I guess it's just the flu of the bad luck that's going on with me. I guess I keep staring death in the eye. Now the thing about me staring death in the eye, I don't want to retaliate on nobody.
Now, as far as your healing is concerned, though, are you fully healed? Are you 100%? Is the Ham Sandwich Man ready to go back to the clubs in full force, or no?
No.
No. What is still hurting you?
Well, two things is hurting, but before I let you know number two, I'm just going to go it on and hit you straight up with number one.
Yeah, do that before you go number two, yes.
The reason why I'm hurting with problem number one, between last time I was on here, I was armed robbed with a bullet in the chamber.
Oh, jeez. The man was staring down the barrel of a gun, Terry, since last we've spoken. He gets roughed up in the club, and then all his worldly possessions get taken in one quick little moment where he's facing death's door. Hammy, what the hell happened there? Time is short, and so am I. Tell me in 10 seconds.
Not only was I a fan of a barrel of the gun, I had to give up my fast cash. But let me speak fast because I'm such a smooth, slow talker, T-Man. But let me move fast on the run real quick.
Yes.
I went to my homeboy house to get my hair braided. I won a bet that was worth $280. Wow. I gave my homeboy $80 cash back and walked out the door. When I walked out the door, he kept telling me, "Man, you're gonna give me all mines back." Now, if you're from out the streets, and if you know about the streets, well, give me all mines, mean you about to beat me up, you about to rob me, or something bad is about to go on.
So am I understanding correctly, the guy who lost the bet to you gave you the money and then demanded it back in a robbery-type way, or what?
Correct.
Kevin just out to get his hair braided. Didn't want to win any bet. I'm surprised I didn't bump into him there, Terry. Right. Just trying to enjoy the day. Didn't ask for any bet. Happened to win one. Right. And look where it got him. It got him almost in one of the worst situations he's ever faced in his life.
Jeez. It almost got me in a casket. Closed casket.
Whoa.
Closed one.
Come feel the ham sandwich man body.
All right, so what's the next move in the life and times of the ham sandwich man? What goes on today since you got beaten up at the club and you got robbed at gunpoint? What's today's exciting events?
Well, off top, T-Man, no matter what, from eye to eye, from ear to ear, I still got that smile on my face. And today is a nice sunny day, so I'm out here.
Terry, they can rob the man, they can beat him up in the club, but they have to do a lot more than that. They have to do a hell of a lot more to wipe that smile off of his face, because he smiles with a beautiful ching.
Yes. And on my mind, no matter what, I still pray, and I'm still going to get on my knees after the show and give myself a moment of silence.
Oh, jeez. What about the ladies? What about the women in the ham sandwich man's life? Has there been a slowdown, a fall, clearance sale kind of thing, or what's going on there?
Well, T-Man, when it comes down to the females, to the ladies, to the women, and to the women that are 18 and over,
oh, jeez.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to let the ladies know, stop acting like spoiled milk. And act like that, and act like that good milk that does a body good.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
Under 18.
That is quite the ad for the dairy farmers, don't you know?
It is.
Ham Sandwich Man, I thank you for checking in.
Got him.
The life and times of a man of the streets.
Yes.
The Ham Sandwich Man, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Terry, I'd love to give away some Boo Bomb tickets here, but time is short, and so am I.
All right.
I'm going to give away Boo Bomb tickets tomorrow, and I promised a flyaway.
Yes, you did.
I told you, piles of tickets to give away for Boo Bomb for those listening in the Bay Area, for those listening in the Northwest. I promised a flyaway trip because we have 3 or 4 of those. I still haven't confirmed whether we have 3 or 4. Not that it really matters. Well, it actually does matter, but yeah, I have enough. I have a flyaway trip to give away. I promised to give away one before the end of the week. Now, let me ask you real quickly. How would you like to give away a flyaway trip for those listening in the Northwest, Terry, before the end of the week? Would you like to play we haven't done this in a few years. What about a T-Man new rendition of dog food roulette, Terry?
Yeah, I like that. That's always...
We are kind of in a new studio. It would mess it up. That gets a little messy around here, but...
but it's easy to clean up, actually.
All right, well, let me see how that sounds to the listeners in the Northwest that want a flyaway, all expenses paid, airfare, hotel, and tickets to Boo Bomb 2006 on October 30th for 3 gentlemen or ladies.
Right.
I don't think we've had ladies play dog food roulette. We've only done it once or twice in our lives.
Right. I can't
But here's how the game goes. It's a very sophisticated game that I'm not really sure why you're not playing at home at all times. Yeah. We have 3 bowls of goods. Yes, and 2 of the bowls contain Chef Boyardee ravioli or beefaroni or one of those little dillies.
Right.
And the 3rd bowl is nothing but straight, hardcore dog food. Love it. You flip a coin, we draw straws, you draw numbers. I don't remember how we do it. I think we draw numbers.
Yeah, I think so.
We blindfold you. You get placed in front of one of the 3 bowls.
Correct.
By luck of the draw, you are in front of one of 3 available bowls, 2 with beefaroni, 1 with dog food. Whoever finishes their bowl first, be it dog food or a lovely delicacy by Chef Boyardee, is going to win a flyaway trip to the Bay to see Chingy, to see E40, to see Ludacris.
Danny Kane.
And not have to pay 1 red cent, 1 plug for that, Terry, if they win dog food roulette.
Woo!
You excited for that?
I am.
Want to throw down some newspaper and give it a go on Friday?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. How hard is that?
A pasty.
Oh, jeez.
Pashtola. He's already on the phones. Pasty, you already on the phones?
People are already calling in, yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Now, for those of you in the Bay Area, you don't have to worry. You're already there.
Right.
All expenses paid. And we're going to give you, Terry, as I said, I have 3 or 4 flyaways for those in the Northwest, but for those in the Bay Area, I got like so many pairs of tickets I don't know what to do with.
Right.
So we'll give some of those away tomorrow, at least 1 pair tomorrow, 1 pair on Friday. We'll play dog food roulette on Friday, assuming we have 3 solid contestants.
Nice.
And we'll see where we go with that.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
I always wondered if you eat a can of dog food, if your number 2 smells like dog crap.
Wow.
Well, you did, didn't you? Last time
I always wondered it. I know the answer.
Is that a trivia question?
One lucky listener out there will also know the answer come this Friday morning. So
That'd be
stay
great.
tuned for that.